Bryant High School in today's game. Brought to you by CC's Inflatables, our game day sponsor here of the iNetwork. Game is brought to you today by myself, Coach Ward. Will be up here very, very soon. We'll be commentating this, our first soccer game of the year, as the Satsuma Gators are visiting the Alma Bryant Hurricanes today. Action's getting underway, and we're ready to go here. Hurricanes are in blue. Hurricanes are in navy. Satsuma's in white, as you can tell there on the field. Hurricanes came in runner-up in the Kane Classic that we have here at Bryant High School, losing to eventual champion there in the championship game, Fairhope. Hurricanes being led by Andy Huddleston. You might have heard the Huddleston name a lot during football season and soccer season last year. Her brother graduated last year and was a star here for Alma Bryant. So she's kind of leading the way. Jody Sims has been very active as well for the Lady Hurricanes so far this year. So this is the first contest this year against Satsuma. You had to excuse me a little bit. I got a little bit of cough this afternoon. So this is something new to me. Brady used to do all the commentating for soccer. So number 4 there. So Bryant hit pretty hard. I don't have a roster up here. We'll try to get something. Actually, I had it done in my classroom and was working on some locker tags. Most Hurricanes soccer teams, boys and girls, getting new locker rooms this year. I know Coach Hud, Coach Donald's been working hard on getting theirs prepared for them this season. So we're actually doing some locker tags for them. I ended up leaving everything there. We'll try to pull up something on Max Preps so we can at least get some names for you to go along with their jerseys. Now we're up top here at the stadium, here in the swamp, I guess you could say. The field looks pretty good. As many of y'all probably heard, we're going to be getting a turf field soon. Now I don't look forward to being in the next 2 or 3 months, but they're hoping. Talking to Coach Sessions, he's hoping by next year we can have the turf stadium or the turf field. I know Mobile County Public School System is working on a lot of other fields at this point in time. Talking to Coach Moody, the coach there at Satsuma, earlier before the game, I know he has a couple of his starters, 3 starters, 6 total missing tonight. They have another event there at Satsuma they had to stay for and was not able to make the travel over here to Alma Bryant. So he's going to be without a couple of his starters and players. So they're kind of short there on his bench. I think it's 2 of them over there. Myself and Coach Ford just got through baseball practice and hurried up over here. Had to get everything brought up and set up. So Thomas and James done a good job helping me get everything up. So,
no score yet, right?
No score yet. We just got started. So make sure our sound is good. We have some issues always with sound. So it's like things don't want to click together. But Hurricanes.
Bad pass there. In the middle, you had somebody open on the wing. Tried to.
Shamaya Moore is our goalkeeper starting off for the Hurricanes.
Comes off the line there, good. Doesn't fix it up. Not a bad punt there. That was the ball.
Coach Ward's talking. I'm going to switch the sound here a little bit.
So I actually played soccer, so I know a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to be
Very good at calling this. It's definitely going to take some getting used to and kind of the flow of the game.
Yeah, because, it's definitely a lot faster. Soccer is a lot faster than other sports. There's always some kind of action going on. Now, that's not to say there'll always be some shots on goal.
Oh, not a good job there by Satsuma clearing it, and luckily it didn't turn out bad for him. Coach Higgins always told me, do not take a goal kick in the middle of the field. Do not just kick it into the middle of the field. Pick a side. Nothing good if you just shoot it down the middle of the field. Satsuma getting a couple passes here connected. Nice through ball.
Shot.
Can't handle it on the touch. Oh, but she gets another pass. Offsides. Canes are trying to get something going here. Oh, through ball. Nice pass back. Looks like Huddleston takes it to the line, though. Can't keep it in play. It's going to be a goal kick for Satsuma.
Right. I was just talking about Andy. Andy right now is leading the team in scoring for sure. Well, I think Jody Sims, is, like I said, is right behind her. Shamaya and Bridget Miller seen time at goalkeeper.
Yeah, they've been splitting time at goalkeeper here early. Wish I ain't got any shots on goal yet.
Hurricanes are defending.
Satsuma, great job there
Yeah.
defensively. I'm not sure who that is in the middle, number 8. Or number 9. She's our center mid there.
Somebody's pushing it.
Defensive mid, sorry, center back.
The Hurricanes, like I said, coming off of a great season last
Yeah,
year.
won the area.
Won the area.
Look to do that again this year. Deflected off of us there, and we take it out. So that's going to be a throw in for Satsuma. We're controlling the ball quite a bit. It's like they slowed Satsuma down there, trying to make a change. Number 26 coming on for number 25 for Satsuma.
Gotta let Coach Ward. Call it Coach Ward.
Could be another throw from Satsuma. Ooh. Get wide open here, down the
Here
wing.
we go. We'll see. Might be the first shot on goal.
Try to find somebody in goal. Nice save there by Shamaya. Not a bad shot. Probably should have tried to play it across her face. Satsuma's doing a good job. That's a great shot on goal there.
I think Coach Moody works them pretty good over
They
there.
do. It looks like they're going to try to steal the ball and get a quick through ball. They're not controlling the ball a whole lot. A lot of possession. I know Coach Hudd and Coach Donald and Coach Hudd, they like to work passing and possess the ball, find somebody open and work it that way. So kind of a little different strategy between the two.
I'll have to throw in Jody kind of glanced off her and went back out of bounds. I got to take pictures, some team pictures of these girls the other day. You talking about some funny girls. Jeez.
Nice move. Number 6.
Mike, all right.
Nope. And it's a whole lot of soccer's a whole lot of build up to sometimes nothing. You know, I mean, basketball. It's quick, it's fast, it scores. We got somebody on the left wing here. She's gonna send it back to the middle. We got to take a shot on goal. Nope. Off target.
Well, looks like Huddleston in the middle and Jody right now walking back up. I know them.
Yeah, it looks like we're playing a
I
3
think Kinley was the other one.
3-5-2 formation with 3 defenders, a center back, and 2 wing backs, and then a defensive mid and an offensive mid. number 4 for us. Looks like she's kind of playing in the middle of the field, but she'll move back and insert herself into the line.
Oh, let's press it here.
A shot on goal.
Oh, Jody just missed it wide right.
Yeah, great job by Andy. It looks like who that was. Nice touch there. Giving it off, and we just couldn't put it in. We couldn't get a good shot here.
I think they're gonna get a couple more tries here tonight. I don't see the girls play aggressive.
They do. Had some rough first touches here this first half. Aren't settling things when we get the ball. But it seems like we're kind of getting into a little feel for the game and how it's going to be.
So watching last year, I felt like that. Here comes Brooklyn Delgado. I believe that's coming in. Watching last year, I felt like the beginning of a lot of soccer games is that way. It's like they just ease
it definitely is. It's a build. Unless you're just so much more talented, and I come out to the Hurricane Classic and saw some teams that were just very talented that were able to just go right at them from the beginning. But it's a lot of pass here, pass there. Let's try to see what's working. Where can we attack? That's not a bad feed into the box there. Needed to probably have somebody crashing.
Jody was one of my swimmers this year too. I coached her swim team, and Jody was on her swim team. She actually got in a pretty bad car accident to start off her season.
That's right.
Come back and she got cleared and jumped right in the pool. Probably a little more pool time. She could have, because of the accident and her being hurt, kind of hurt her a little bit. But pretty good little athlete.
Yeah. And we're definitely controlling this game. I know we've had some stuff like this where a quick through ball, and they try to make a quick run, counter attack, but
right between her legs.
Nutmeg.
There you go. Oh, she's a pusher now.
And who's number 8? I can't tell from here. Gonna be a free kick for the Hurricanes. Nice job there.
Delgado with a little header.
Nice touch. Get a touch. See, we got to be able to finish. We got to be able to take a touch there and get another ball forward.
You can't miss Delgado with them shoes.
No, yeah, soccer's a lot.
I think Delgado, I think is 6. No, it can't be. I was looking at the Delgado is 3.
3.
I do believe.
Yeah, soccer's a lot like basketball. A lot of fancy color cleats. Try to take it off the hip there. Probably should have headed it forward.
That ain't Lauren, is it?
That's what I thought it was, but I don't know. Number 8? That might be who that is.
I'm gonna pull up I apologize for not being prepared. Like I said, I had it in the class and went got everything but it.
I don't think Kurt Herbstreit or those guys got to come from coaching a practice to
call
a game. So, so forgive us.
Man, we got some exciting things.
Could be a hurricane throw.
Here. I hope we football's they said the field hopefully getting
that's gonna be awesome.
Maybe a big different kind of scoreboard and video board. That'd be
talking to Coach Sessions on that. I know basketball's getting a video board.
I always wonder what nutmeg, man. I know now.
Between the legs.
Braden would never tell me, but he'd say it all the time. I thought
Meg
he was just like saying it. I thought it was one of those words he was using it. But now I understand. I got you, Braden.
It's probably like one of those. Oh, we got pulled there a little bit. Oh, take that shot. Oh, come on. Get it back in the middle. Get it back in the middle. Get it back in the middle. Nice. One more touch.
Oh, right there.
Shot. Oh! Couple ball.
It's still.
Ball get a little bit more there, and Andy would have had a shot on probably a huge shot right there because she had some running momentum to it too. Got a good chance for a good throw into the box here.
Why are we out like? Let's see.
Give a pass. Pass. Give it back.
I feel like we outnumber them big time on that end.
Well, and that is because we're pushing up. Andy was pushing up. Not Andy. I guess that's Lauren who said that is. Number 8 was pushing up, so we only had 3 back. So it did look like that. And a lot of times your defensive backs, your wing backs will do the throw ins and things like that. They still make offensive runs sometimes if it's there. But yeah, it's just the formation, kind of how we're playing.
Is Lauren.
Okay.
Lauren Joyner. I got a Myra Matthews. That's the other one we were talking about. The cleared ball a couple times back here on the defensive side. Number 9.
Probably needed to settle that ball. Good. Pass. Nice. Stay on sides. Good. Couldn't get much on that one. But everything they have the right idea. The passes are there. They're making a lot of shot on goal. They're making a lot of smart looks. They're just not finishing the pass.
Come on.
And this is where we got to be careful. Satsuma tries to counter.
Matthews.
Got a lot of space here. In the middle. A good down the wing. Good.
Morgan. Jody.
Get a cross in. That'll work. Cross. Make a decision. Nice job there. Good. Get it wide. Again.
They're going to kick it out of bounds. I noticed that a lot too. Hey, if they don't.
Yeah. Defensively.
Just kick it out
Defensively, definitely, because you have a better chance. Everything's in front of you now. You're not playing, and you can get people. You can get people back.
Right, you're not on your heels and out
Hey, what? Lauren Joyner can run, can't she?
Yeah.
There, go. Push, Lauren. Push, Lauren. There it is. That's going to be a free kick here for the Hurricanes.
That's what I meant. You know what I meant. I'm going to figure it out, y'all. All right, here we go. Maybe Coach Hud and them.
Goal!
Yes. Who was that? What number is that?
Rip that. That is what I'm talking about. What a shot. From about 22, 23 yards out and right over the keeper's head. Keeper tried to make a play on it. Just too hard to handle.
Was that Delgado that shot that?
No, that was number 6. Right here.
Number 6?
Yeah.
I think that's Morgan. Yeah, Kinley Morgan.
Wow. Yeah, what a shot from distance.
She scored some during the tournament as well.
Yeah. So that was a heck of a shot there by the Hurricanes.
Her and Jody Sims might be kind of neck and neck there on the score.
We're going to push here. We're going to push. Step up. Step on. And this is kind of the style that we like to play. It's fast and aggressive. Don't let up kind of deal.
See, I'm learning all the names and numbers.
Ooh, I don't want to get back to the middle. Good job. Get it wide. Okay.
Damn, they just giving her a free shot at it.
That was a pretty good shot on goal, and it deflected. Andy's got the ball in the corner here. Kind of
Morgan.
Get it back in the middle. Going to switch sides here. Delgado's going to let it go back. Oh, we got to be careful there. This is the kind of situation that we don't want to be in. Now we got to get back.
Yeah, now we got to wait on people to get back and help us defensively.
Good job.
Get caught up from going back and forth. I can see better when the ball's over on their side and goes working. See better on the other side. So. No, you good. You're good.
Send it. She's onside. Oh. Bad pass there by Lauren.
Real Matthews.
I mean, she kind of, I don't know if really she fouled her there. She just kind of ran into her and fell.
Somebody over there ready. I got somebody in class.
So do I. She's kind of directing traffic right now, lining the wall up. That's a pretty decent shot there. Kind of swung it a little too much, but she broke the wall.
I know our JV bunch played yesterday here. The girls came up a little short, and the boys, I think, tied, actually, against Satsuma.
Well, good.
They were at Satsuma.
Playing the turf. See what it's like. I know Coach Higgins is excited about the turf. He's talked about it for a long time.
Like it went off the side of somebody's foot.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's rainy season in the middle of both football season and soccer. So football season's the start, and soccer it's right in the middle.
Yeah, I think it's.
Come on, send it again. Good.
Nice job right there. Nice little touch.
Nice little move by Andy. She's gonna outrun him. Let's see if she takes a shot on goal or she feeds it off. Oh, just right at her. Nice little play there by the Hurricanes.
That one back.
Yep. Got to try to make her go across, right? You want to try to make her go across her face, so you don't want to shoot it right at her. Swing it wide. Get it wide. Good. Get the ball in the box now. Not there. It's going to be a corner kick, though. First one of the night for the Hurricanes. Interested to see it. It looks like number 6. Who did we say that was?
That is Joyner.
No, Joyner's 8.
Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan. She
Morgan
scored. She's going to take our corner kicks here, too. Looks like she might probably have one of the stronger legs on the team. We're going to try to get it into the box here.
Yeah, Andy in the middle.
See if we can find Andy or whoever our girl is on the backside. I'm not sure. There it is. Oh! Fell right at her feet, and we just couldn't put it in. Great job defensively. It's going to be another corner kick for the Hurricanes. We'll flip it to the other side, though.
Somebody else is going to take that one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get a number on them. Nice job there. Oh.
Nice. Now get it back. Find somebody open. What? Not bad.
That's Kinley as well, wasn't it?
I think so.
No, that's number 11.
They all kind of look alike from up here, to be honest. A lot of brown-haired girls on the field right now.
Pink, we got some couple pink shoes. I'm trying to look at the shoes, kind of keep them straight. That's Kaylee Ladnier, number 11. Make sure we get them all called out. So if you're watching now or watching later, we appreciate you tuning in and watching on the iNetwork. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where we do all of our sports broadcast and our morning news every day for our student body and community. Satsuma, well, they're going to push it up. Nice job.
Find somebody open. Find a pass.
Sliding there again.
Good.
Sims.
Jody on the wing here. She's going to press up. Get it back. Good.
Kinley. Andy.
I got her offside. Andy offside there. She just got to wait just a second longer for that 3 ball to come through.
So explain to me what offsides is.
So offsides is the last defensive player. You have to be, so if you're the offensive team attacking, you have to be behind or in front of the last defensive player. The ball you can't be past them when the ball leaves the player's foot. So if there's one player way down in the corner just kind of hanging out, then you won't be offsides. Okay. So as long as you stay behind that last player, and sometimes it's a timing thing. You try to time up a run, kind of like what we're doing there. You kind of slow play it, and defensive, you can trap teams. You can get offside traps and kind of hold people up to try to get that. That ball went out. But yeah, so that's always everybody's question. It's like, what is offsides? And it's really a lot simpler than people make it out to be. And I think if you're on the field and you see it kind of happening as a player, like, oh, that's makes super sense. And then just kind of describing it is kind of a tough thing to describe, I guess.
Yeah, because I know it gets called a whole lot.
Yeah. And that's just basically it's to prevent you from just hanging out in front of the goal and waiting for a ball to come down.
Gotcha. Substitution there for the Hurricanes. It's like Sims and somebody else came out. Oh. Sliding there.
I don't know if that ball went out. Threw that flag up a little quick.
So I think that's Gonzalez, number 1. And it is.
Girls soccer is getting obviously more and more popular at our school because we've been pretty good. But Coach Donald and Coach Hudd have done a great job building the program over the past 10 years.
Yeah.
They really have. It's grown. They have huge numbers of kids at tryouts every year, girls at tryouts every year, and it's really picking up. And soccer's growing all over the country. But
yeah, I mean they building fields all over the place in Mobile County.
Yeah, it's definitely a sport, and it's funny to say it's on the rise because it's probably the most popular sport in the world, but it's just not to us. It's not something that we, do as little kids a whole lot. Nate played soccer, my son, in the fall and loved it. He's gonna play t-ball this in the spring, but I mean he had a blast.
Yeah, from what I understand, there's a lot of people that. And then they had a league at Friendship. And did they have one in the Bayou?
Yeah, so Friendship's had a league for a while. They've done it, but the Bayou has started a league that's through the city, and they have. I think in the fall they had over 200 kids playing, from like 3 to I think they cut it off at 12 or 13-year-olds, something like that. Maybe might have went to 14. Might have went 3 to 14. So 200 kids playing. And I saw on Facebook this morning that they have 225 kids playing right now. So it's definitely growing. I mean, it's one of those sports where you learn to run and you learn to be able to play with the ball at your foot and to kick and coordination wise, I think it's a great sport for little kids to play.
I think we had a cleat too high. Maybe tell me if I'm wrong. If the foot goes too high.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And that's what we had. So we had a free kick. This punt there by Shmai just couldn't keep it in bounds. Our poor ball boys and girls for soccer.
Work. They work. JV girls, JV guys, they work.
Soccer can be physical, man.
It is.
It's
I watched a lot of the World Cup. Obviously, it was in December this year, and watched a lot during Thanksgiving break and Christmas break. But yeah, it is. People don't realize that they give it, because it's you don't. I guess you're not. You're not running people over like in football, and you're not hitting a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and so. But it's physical. I mean, the guys are running full speed. These are top athletes in the world, and um, running full speed into somebody while they're trying to carry a ball with their foot.
Right.
So it definitely gets physical, and Coach Hud coaches it a lot like a football coach too, though. So and Coach Donald too. I mean, they're both football guys, and they preach being physical. We're gonna bang around and try to make plays. It's definitely fun to play. People it's not always. Sometimes it gets in a lull and it's hard to watch sometimes in certain leagues, but it's definitely a fun sport to play.
Well, I think it's also according to just watching them last year play.
Yeah.
We did a couple games. It's according to who you play too, because a team can kind of
They play keep away.
The ball and play,
Yeah, and the same thing happens in basketball, or football, where they're just, or in baseball even, where they just slow the game down. And it makes it hard to watch sometimes, but that's the one thing I like about our girls is we're pass, shot on goal, pass. We're going to pass it wide and try to make a run.
Oh yeah, I played against some baseball coaches. Man, I'll tell you, Coach Sessions was one of those ones.
Slow the game down.
He would slow the game down. He would ask every question he could.
I bet you he does. I've seen him on football sidelines. I bet you he did.
That's the way it felt anyway. It felt like and Coach Weems was the same way. He kind of he could slow it down and
And that's tough. That makes it tough for your guys to get in a rhythm at the plate, or for your pitcher to get in a rhythm. I mean, that makes the game very difficult at times. I personally like our guys to work fast. I want to keep momentum. I want to do things fast, pitchers and definitely the case. It makes it tough, and that happens in soccer a lot because you can hang back and just pass the ball back and forth. And sometimes that'll get you. What they call it park the bus. You pull everybody back, all 10 people or so, and you got one person up top maybe pressing the keeper, and they'll just park the bus and pass it back and forth.
Yeah, no basketball. We saw that a couple times this year in basketball that they kind of
just played keep away.
With a couple minutes left in the ball game, and eventually that's going to change in high school basketball.
It's like there's 2 whistles there, so that's going to be halftime. Right? Nope. Are we moving off? Nope. Never mind.
And that's another thing.
I can't keep up with the time.
I can't keep up with the time.
We play 45. We play a 45-minute game, correct? Total.
Good question.
I need to figure that out. I guess I cannot remember. It ain't 90 minutes. It might be 60 minutes. It might be 2 30-minute halves. Good question. We need to figure that out.
We need to figure that out.
We should be getting close to half, I would think.
Let's see. Ooh.
Got tangled up a little bit there. Nice job. Maybe should have passed it off there. Thought she had a shot and took it from outside the box.
0-0 still here.
No, we're up. 1-0.
Oh, that's right.
We scored. Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all.
on the free kick, on the direct kick.
We sure did. The soccer gods, forgive me. So last year this was Braden's favorite sport. Out of all sports we do, Braden last year, who, if you don't know, if you're watching, was our commentator for the last 4 years.
Yeah, 3-4 years.
Soccer was, he always. Matter of fact, you know, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a baseball coach, so and that's where I'm at a lot during this time of year. So
Got a
I'll
free
lean
kick for the
more-
Hurricanes. Takes a shot on goal again.
Yeah.
We are connected from deep tonight. Dang, what a shot. I'm not sure who that is, but that was a bullet. Couldn't handle it up high. Tried to knock it over the goalpost. Crossbar.
What number was that? Do we know?
Number 11? 18? Number 18?
Was it 18?
Mhm.
Let's see who that was. Give them credit.
That was awesome. What a shot. So we're up 2-0 on 2 set pieces, which is a great job of if you can't score, if you're not being able to put shots on goal and while the ball's in play, you know, you definitely got to be able to score on some set
That's
pieces.
senior Kaylee Johnson.
I'm sure that's her. I think it's her first goal of the season. And we're going to press Andy. And I tell you, and Andy probably won't score as many goals as some of these other girls out on the wing and you know, some of these girls taking these set pieces. But she's going to do just that. She's going to bang around and control the ball and try to distribute it, because that's what a forward does. You know, yeah, you want them to be able to take shots and be a striker, but you also want them to be able to control the ball when it is passed to them in the middle of the field and get it back or to take a shot.
Well, she's aggressive. She likes
Yeah.
pushing the right at folks. She ain't afraid to lean on them. And you know, I guess like you said, that's kind of what Coach Hud and
Yeah,
Coach
that's
Donald-
that attitude. She's probably talking a lot of noise down there, too. She's anything like her daddy or her brother.
He was pretty good at himself.
Landry
was
wasn't bad
pretty
at
good.
all.
He was a good athlete. You know, I think Landry could have been good really anything he said
Yeah.
his mind to, and anything he really did. And she threw it out of bounds from over there.
Yeah.
But no, Brett, you know, we'd be making the schedule up for get some more subs coming in. For this time of the year, you know, we got softball, baseball. As far as home sports that we have here at Bryant High School, and soccer, boys and girls. So we'd be setting the schedule up, and I'd look up and Braden would have every single home soccer game written on the board.
You're like, man, we got one set up, and
I'm like,
there's
dude.
3 other sports playing.
You know, so then I had to go in. I go, okay, I got a baseball game this one. I got a baseball game this one. So he go, well, you know, the baseball game starts at 5:30, and the soccer game starts at 7:30. So if y'all hurry up and win in 2 hours, we can take all the stuff back over there and do the soccer game. Like, man, that is a lot of tracking. You know, that's a good haul. That's a good 300, 400 yards.
With all this equipment, computer
Right.
screens and mics and everything. That's funny.
Yeah, he loves some soccer. So
And it is. It's fun. It's fun to listen to those guys call it. And man, I'm impressed listening to those guys on the big stage call these games, because they don't. There's no downtime. There's no commercials, so they got to talk the whole time, the whole half. Great job. Camera guy lost the ball there.
yeah,
They don't watch out. We'll get us one of them picks a lot. Camera's like, Coach Coach Donald's got down there and followed the ball
Right.
for us. Fire them. It's gonna be a corner kick for the Hurricanes.
and then they get caught up. They get caught up watching the game and seeing what's going on. And it's a lot easier to look up than looking at little 4-inch.
Got to get it over that first defender there. Good job there by Andy.
Headshot.
Now get it back. Push up, Andy. Okay, Jody, good. Get it wide. Get it wide. Get the ball wide. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Ball's in the corner. Oh, just too far out wide. She kind of waited a little too long, I think. She had Jody there down the wing.
Yeah, I threatened I was just gonna turn on Telemundo and find
Yeah.
a soccer game, and
Let it roll.
let it roll, and commentating while they played. It might be sound a lot better if it's just me. No whistle there. Like they were just kind of both going at it. I'm gonna throw in for Satsuma. So they had to have both hands on the ball when they throw in.
Yeah,
right?
both hands and both feet had to be on the ground. So they had to drag a toe or whatever, but they had to be both hands on the ball and both feet have to be on the ground. Which, I mean, and I don't know if you'll see any girls do it, but they'll do that flip, which is impressive. And some of those guys on the professional level can throw it ridiculously far like that.
Yeah, they can.
See our guys getting loose over there in the corner. Starting to kind of move around a little bit. Looks like it's going to be halftime, yep.
I see Moody running out on the field.
He's unhappy about something, that's for sure. And this referee's a small guy. Moody is a big dude.
Yeah, he is.
So imagine he didn't enjoy him coming up on him like that. He's still giving it to him, whatever he's saying.
I think he wasn't happy with the collision down there. With Matthews.
Inside the box. Yeah.
That's the only thing I can really see.
Should he maybe gave a card and maybe sent it to the line there, to the spot, and for a PK.
Well, Moody's gonna fight for whatever he can. I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
they're down some starters and some players, so he's gonna try to fight for his team and want some calls. Let's jump to a couple of our sponsors. We'll go ahead and get them as many as we can out of the way. We'll start with our game day sponsors. We talked about all of our game day games are brought to you this year by CC's Inflatables. That's Chris Taylor at CC's Inflatables. It's a place you can find your party tents, inflatables, dry and wet slides. Of course, you probably don't want any wet slides this time of the year, but event equipment. It does the foam party, has globes, he has I think cotton candy, popcorn machines. He has all of it there at CC's Inflatables. Just a great guy. Chris is, and he supports Bryant High School and has been a proud supporter of the iNetwork for a few years now. So thank you very much to CC's Inflatables. Then we're going to get to Mr. Walter Forrest. Walter is a community leader here, lives in our community, graduated, I think from Bryant, maybe the first year. If not, he was a Grand Bay grad, and he might have been a Grand Bay grad. I think he was that last class there at Grand Bay. Had a son that went to school here as well. Works at AutoNation 4, but, besides being just a great guy, Walter does a lot for our community, does a lot for the iNetwork, likes working with the youth in our community. Very, very positive role model for our kids around here. So we appreciate Mr. Walter Forrest for his sponsorship of the iNetwork. Next, we're going to have another alumni of Bryant High School. This is Tiger Landscaping Services, LLC. And that is Brandon Johnson. Brandon played football, baseball here at Bryant High School. Graduated the first year. Went on to have a successful college career at Auburn. Got his degree and went and worked in the real world and said, you know what, I want to work for myself, and started up this business, and it's booming. He just does a great job. He also coaches one of our feeder pattern football teams there at Alma Middle School. Commercial and residential needs in Mobile County, Baldwin County, and Jackson County. Professional staff, they'll consider any job big or small. So give him a holler. We appreciate Brandon for his support of the iNetwork. He has a son that's, I believe, a 7th grader maybe this year. We're looking forward to having him on our baseball and football team here at Bryant High School. So we appreciate Mr. Brandon Johnson for his support of the iNetwork. Another alumni, Charlie Bender in the mortgage firm. Charlie was a baseball player here, played a little bit of football as well. Kind of did a little bit of it all, man. He was kind of involved in all of it. Very smart kid. Had 2 brothers who went to school here, played baseball for us. Just a baseball family. His dad was a big supporter of Bryant Athletics, Bryant baseball for sure. But Charlie works for the mortgage firm. He decided he would like to support the iNetwork. So if you're looking to have, you need FHA, VA, conventional loan, USDA, jumbo, you need a refinance, get in touch with Charlie. He is trying to make families' dreams come true, and we really appreciate Charlie for his support of the I Network. Our next group is the Shade Tree. This is Glenn there at the Shade Tree. He does floral. He does events. He does the floral for big time events, weddings, Mardi Gras balls, and, and some other events. But it's just not flowers set out there. These guys that work for him are artists. I mean, the stuff they make is truly, truly beautiful. Um, so give them a call. They'll make your dreams come true. Whatever you have in their head, expect 10 times more that they're going to give you, because they're going to make it a reality, and they're going to really put their heart and soul into it. So give him a shout at the Shade Tree. We really appreciate Glenn. He's been a multi-year sponsor of the iNetwork. Does a lot of other stuff with myself and the school, helping me raise some money. So we really appreciate Glenn and all his staff at the Shade Tree for supporting the iNetwork. Excuse me. We have another one. Another alumni. Actually, this guy helps out with our baseball program. Has for a few years. Was a graduate here. Played baseball. Went on to play a little college baseball as well. Trey Place in clean green pressure washing and landscape. They specialize in pressure washing, of course, landscaping for commercial and residential properties. They give you a free quote. Support this guy, because this guy supports Alma Bryant High School big time. He don't even coach football. He's out here painting the field for football. He's out here working the gates for football, and he's a volunteer baseball coach. He volunteers his time, comes out here and works with us. Has for years, but he volunteers everywhere. He's just about every basketball game we have. So make sure you give Trey. Excuse me. Again, make sure you give Trey Place at Clean Green Pressure Washing and Landscaping a call. And thank you, Trey, for your support of the iNetwork and your family support through the years. I mean, they've been supporters for a very, very long time of ours. We'll go ahead and hit a couple more. Starlight Nutrition. Starlight Nutrition has some specialty drinks, loaded teas, all the specialty drinks and beauty line drinks that you can think of. Very, very popular with our kids nowadays. Has been for a few years. It's kind of popping up everywhere. I've even went to San Antonio, and I like the loaded teas myself, and went to San Antonio visiting some friends over there, and I had to stop and find a nutrition place and met the guy there, and he was a veteran actually, and opened up that business. So a lot of small town businesses, local people opening these things up. These guys are located on Highway 90 in Mobile, so go by and see them there at Starlight Nutrition, and thank you for being a sponsor of the iNetwork. Our next sponsor today is Steve Treon. Steve is a graduate of Moco High School back in the day. Again, Grand Bay was Moco for a very, very long time, until about 92, I believe they changed it. After 92, changed it to Grand Bay. So Steve is an alumni. Steve might be the first guy who actually donated money to the iNetwork back in the day. We were doing a little fundraiser to help raise funds for some equipment that we were needing, and he was the first one to kind of jump in and spearhead that and started the process of getting the money to be able to get the equipment. So we really appreciate Steve for his support. Steve don't even live in our community anymore, but he still supports the youth in our community. So thank you, Mr. Steve Treon, for your support of the iNetwork. This will be our last one before we get back to play. This is Mr. Stan Ladner and family. Mr. Ladner has a couple of daughters who play sports here at Bryant High School. One of them is on the volleyball team, and both of them are actually on our softball team. You'll see them in action very, very soon. February 16th is their first game, but it's away. But Mr. Stan, he watches. He'll comment every now and then, but he's been a big supporter of the iNetwork. We really appreciate him and everything he does, and thank you for your sponsorship. And we're going to get back to action. Oh my goodness, a little bit longer halftime than basketball is. Basketball, I feel like I set the headset down, and
then it's time to go.
And then it's time to sit right back down. You don't have a time to really stretch your legs or nothing. Hurricanes, they're going to swap ends. So Hurricanes will be going to our left.
Oh, nice little collision there. There you go. Find a pass. Find a pass. That's what we want to do. We want to find somebody open, get rid of the ball. work our way down the field. We're not looking to counter and take a shot real quick. We want to pass, find somebody open, and take good shots on goal.
Ball's gonna be out on Satsuma. Or throw in here. Go back the other way.
Ooh, Shemaya got kind of close there to coming past the 18, which would have been a handball. She can only handle the ball inside the 18. And
I didn't know that either.
And that would have been a yellow because it's intentional. Anytime there's a handball, it's usually a yellow.
I always wonder why the goalkeeper just couldn't catch it and then take off just running down the field.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was time they had to get rid of it.
I think the last game I actually played of soccer, I slid for a ball like on the edge of the box and took it out with me and got a yellow card and had to come off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in high school they make you come off.
Hurricane's gonna throw it in down here.
It was cool. I got a yellow card though. I was pretty excited about that because I mean, I got threatened a couple times. Like, hey, you go for a ball that's coming in the box and lower my shoulder into somebody. They'd be like, hey, you can't do that. But it's pretty cool getting one.
We just kind of gave up on that one there, don't we?
I have a friend who is a soccer referee. I got a breakaway there by Satsuma. 1-on-1 with the goal. She's gonna take a shot. Oh, not much Samaya could have done there. Maybe tried to go for the ball, but tried to stay up and try to make a play on it. And Satsuma comes in and scores fast, and it starts the second half.
So as a goalie, is it better to sit back at your goal or come out a little bit further?
I always thought, and Coach Higgins' brother, who passed away actually my senior year, he come and worked with me the year I played, and he always encouraged, if it's one-on-one, come get it. Go get it. Go get it.
Because you kind of cut down.
Yeah, you're cutting down the amount of space that they can shoot at. Right. If you sit back and wait, then they can kind of shoot around you. They got ways to go, but to go get it, I mean, and somebody like Mr. Arrington would probably, who helps with our keepers a lot, would be able to explain it and probably give you a better answer. But
I can see that. I mean,
I always thought I'd rather be aggressive than just to sit back on my heels and to wait to see what happens.
I hadn't heard Coach Donald or Coach Huddleston had to get too loud tonight so far. 2-1 though right now. Satsuma just scored.
I definitely know they're not happy about that goal. That was a breakaway. Nice move here. Through ball. We're going to slow it down and try to make a play. Get in the box. Find somebody. Got an open shot by Andy. Yeah! What a shot. No, that wasn't. Was that? Who was it?
Pass from Andy a little light. See who that is. I can see her running up.
Number 4. Nice play. Getting the ball into the box. Number 4.
Yeah, Andy with the assist there. Let's see who that is for the Hurricanes.
That was a nice shot. Nice pass back to the middle of the field. And Catalina, okay.
Maybe that's her. If I butchered your name, if you go watch this with Coach Hud,
yeah.
Are you sitting there watching it later on, and I butcher your name?
Come tell me what your name is.
Please, I'm sorry. Look, that's all right.
Again, it's tough to, other than jersey numbers, identify these girls on the field.
Did Mose pronounce Ansley in the announcements the other day?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he struggled with Ansley. I wasn't in there.
He couldn't say the word Ansley, like just say the name Ansley, or was he just didn't know what it was when he was reading it?
It was one of those words, because I said something to him later. I think it was just one of those words he saw, and he just, sometimes you see a word, it just won't come out of your mouth right.
That's funny.
And you know it's not right.
Yeah, but you still said it the same way.
Can't see it right.
Oh, yeah, I know. I do that stuff all the time.
Yeah, I think that's what.
Get it to the wing here. Wing. Nice through ball there by Andy. Andy's going to outrun a lot of girls. She can move.
She can.
Another ball in the box here, trying to do the same thing. Better job by the defender to get in the way. And we're going to have a corner kick. First corner kick for us in the second half. I think we outnumber them like 4-0 on corner kicks. I don't think they've had one.
I don't think they have either.
Which is always good, meaning we're controlling the ball in their side of the field.
And you're right, Andy can move.
Yeah.
She might be faster than Landry.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe so. What a shot from distance. Keeper with a nice one-handed save, but good. That was a bullet.
We appreciate anyone tuning in and watching. So we got Mr. Tyson Mitchell. Actually, I think Tice is my guy that watches from like a whole nother state, Ohio. I think. If
Wow.
he's still on. I think I got the right person.
I tell you, we've had a couple goals, but we haven't really got to do the goal yet, like to let it go. Next one, we might have to get excited. And like, who was it you're talking about? That when the goal celebration was like 5. They just keep saying it.
That was
Jared Ellis, yeah.
And Williams there. Yeah, that is Tice. Yeah, he found us there on YouTube. Again, I think it's Ohio. It's pretty cool. I appreciate you tuning in and watching. Yeah, you're going to hear some stuff. You talking about Coach Ward played some soccer back in the day, and myself was. I played 3 sports, and soccer was not one of them that was even offered whenever I was in school. So I won't try to put a true date on myself, but it wasn't even offered anywhere around here, or at least not at my school. So another shot
on goal that time.
4 again. Good job there by the keeper getting to it. So, it's gonna be a little bit different for myself.
Yeah, I don't know if Grand Bay ever had a soccer program. I think Coach Houston helped start the program at Alba,
Yes,
and I know Coach Higgins played for Coach Houston at Alba, and Coach Donald. I think they were both part of helping start that program. I know Coach Donald helped start the program at Alba, I think, and then he come here and coached soccer for a little bit. Then he stopped, then he kind of went back, and so he's kind of been back and forth. Coach Donald's coached just about everything on this campus.
Let's see, I
In the gazillion years that he's been here.
So I was, man, that's gonna put a date on me for sure. So I was in college, and Coach Higgins was actually in one of my classes.
Yeah. Coach Higgins started here in 2001, I think. Right? Does that sound about right?
Yeah. I said something to him about, it's gonna be out on us, about wanted to come help out with freshman football, and maybe he can get into soccer. And of course, he knew Coach Houston, so we got him over here.
Yeah. I think he kind of has a similar. He taught one semester at an elementary school, maybe Sims or something like that, and then they were able to get him down here the second part of the year.
Nice job by Andy.
Oh my God!
Very, very nice job by Andy. Nice pass there.
Yeah. And we've had some success at times at soccer, and kind of like all the sports here. It's kind of gone through different phases where we've had success, and it's downhill or uphill. And right now, our girls soccer team is obviously very good for the past couple years, and last year they kind of capped it off by winning the area. And I know that they are looking to repeat as area champs and get past the first round this year is the ultimate goal.
Yeah, they're just getting better and better. I watch them over here. I run a Saturday school program. They're here on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And if all of them aren't here, they do have a group.
All middle schools have soccer. Grand Bay does not have a middle of soccer. Grand Bay doesn't have had soccer ever because they don't have it now. Alba has a soccer team.
I saw them on social media today.
Mr. McGuff helped stopped. He's a soccer coach. He coached soccer at Theodore for a long time when I was in high school. He's the principal at Alba, and he they have a soccer program over there that kind of helps get kids playing a little earlier. It's definitely picking up around here, and I talk to Coach Hutt about that all the time, and coaches talk about growing programs, and it starts with your sub-varsity programs, and Coach Hutt is definitely he's a JV girls coach, and Coach Donald has given him the reins over that program, obviously as much as a head coach can give a JV coach, but to let them get those girls ready, and you definitely you're seeing that because a couple years ago, me and him were both coaching girls JV sports and competing to see who could win the most games, and those girls were winning. They went like 18-0 one year and 14-2 the next year, and they're just whipping people's butts. And now you're seeing that pay off at the varsity level.
Yeah, he don't cut him no slack on JV.
It is. He's
just come out here and play. And,
he's looking to win.
Right.
Nice ball there. a little too far there, but it was a good look. Good idea
That offsides
on the
there.
run there.
Or was it offsides?
I think it was just out of bounds.
Okay. You definitely had to be in shape to play this game.
It's constant. People joke during the World Cup, it's jogging. It's not jogging. There's a lot of sprinting involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that they'll track professional soccer players, and I mean they'll run 10 miles a game sometimes. They're just back and forth, covering ground, especially guys like in the midfield who never stop. Defender might not do that, but somebody that's in the middle of the field that's working both sides, I mean they're putting in some miles. Uh-oh. A little mistouch there.
Somebody takes it in.
It's like Shemaya's going to get the bulk of this game and goal. We've seen them share kind of time over the past. I don't know how many minutes they've both played, but it looks like Shemaya's getting the bulk of the action here tonight. She's obviously up 3-1, so she's blown the shutout, but got a couple saves and goals, doing a good job back there.
We got a shot. Free kick. Samaya takes it in. Give a little push there. That was Johnston. Number 11, I believe that's who that is.
I tell you what, I like getting the opportunity to do this game because it's probably I haven't got to see a ton of soccer games over the past 8 years that I've been a coach here. I guess because I'm always coaching something in the spring too. But this is a joy getting to watch them play.
Yeah, and I've learned more about soccer in the last few years. Just coming because I come with the kids and when they were broadcasting or we were broadcasting and. I was able to kind of stand outside and watch and listen because Braden was calling, and I helped him a few times call some of the games. Especially if he couldn't do it, and we were going to broadcast anyway. But I've learned a lot more about the game and enjoy it a lot more watching it.
Yeah.
Especially when they're getting after it. Especially you got some excitement going on.
Go get it, Samaya. Do we get an offside there? We got an offside.
Yeah, Shemai went to try to.
That was a better job of coming out and getting that ball there, being aggressive. Who's number 9? The center back here.
Matthews,
okay.
about to kick it now?
Yeah.
Well, I thought she was.
Nope. There you go, Andy.
Delgado.
Kind of a rough touch there. Lauren Joyner with the ball. Jody kind of, is that who that is?
Yeah.
She's kind of wasn't sure about the direction where the pass was going there, I think. So, going to be out on Hurricanes again.
I think it was last year we was recording and was able to see a pretty header in by the boys. Called it on film. That was kind of my go-to clip that I would kind of show. Satsuma's kind of keeping it on this end last couple of minutes.
Yeah, they've controlled it a little better the past couple of minutes. They're only down 2 goals, so a lot can happen and a lot of things can change.
Is it 2 goal? It's 2-1, right?
It's 3-1.
I messed up again. I'm the one keeping the score, y'all. So. Ooh.
What's he calling here?
I guess he's checking to see if she's.
Handball? Or she get hit in the face, and that's what.
She got hit in the face. I know she got popped in the head pretty good in the face. Guess they're letting the coach check on her. Now the substitution looks like for her.
Wow, he made him sub her off? That's interesting.
She is going over there and see her trainer, it looks like.
Okay. I actually had a fun time a little bit earlier. We had a baseball player dislocate a finger.
Right.
It's pretty gruesome.
Good shot.
Nice
And
easy
Shamaya.
save there by Shamaya. Trying to go quick. Having to work a little harder than what she should have to. Probably should just get the ball downfield. You're up. Go get it.
Oh, offside.
Offsides again, yeah. Yeah, looks like Satsuma's just trying to play a little too quick off the line there. Tell you what, soccer referee on the sidelines, that is the gig.
You think so?
Yeah, not making a whole lot of calls over there. A lot of standing around. I think they make like $55.
Imagine doing a doing a tournament.
You make a killing. Now the guy in the middle's got a lot. He's kind of got to control the pace of the game.
Oh.
Oh, made her miss! Oh! Andy
I
is
think Andy felt like she got grabbed.
I tell you what, we talked about being on the sideline. I'd like to be on the sideline just so I could hear HUD and Donald down there,
Yeah.
you know?
I think Andy felt like she got grabbed right there.
Yeah, she's definitely had some shots and some opportunities, and she's right there in front of the goal a lot of times tonight, and she's not getting anything to go.
She had a pretty assist earlier.
Yeah.
Number 15 there for the Hurricanes. Going to throw it in. '15 was Brittany Wynn.
Ooh, nice job.
It was lying there. I think I called her Johnston earlier. It was Johnston that's chasing up field now. Number 18. Matthews.
Trying to get it
Look at
wide
his
here.
head cold.
Got to get rid of the ball. She's off. Saw that one quick.
Yeah.
And that's gonna happen to Andy because she's trying to push so much. She's trying to keep getting forward, and it's gonna happen a lot to her.
Well, she's busy, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what it is. She's constantly working, so it's gonna happen. She's gonna get caught off sides, and she's got to try to do a little bit better job of slowing down and letting the ball get off their foot. Gave that one away. That's it.
Ooh.
1-2. Back.
Gonzalez. It's wet down there.
Another
on the
interesting
bottom
thing
side.
is you can be out of bounds and touch the soccer ball as long as it's inbounds. It's still inbounds. It's always kind of way different than any other sport.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Oh. That could have been dangerous
Yes, it
there.
could
She
have.
come out.
Oh, a little easier.
Our guys filming last year because it does. It feels like soccer, especially. I think whenever they have a substitution, does the time stop then, or it's only in the injury?
It's only, yeah, and it's got to be like a down injury.
Okay.
Like it's got to be like, because I think sometimes they just go off the field.
I know last
Play
year
with
we
10.
had some stoppage and this, that, and
Yeah.
the other, and
And so they'll add stoppage time to the game because the clock doesn't stop. Does that make sense?
yeah,
So like if you have a long injury, then they'll add it to the end of it. High school, I think they do stop the clock for an injury, or like substitutions. The guy in the middle of the field, the referee, is kind of figuring out like, all right, we've had this many substitutes, and
right.
we have had this many free kicks where the ball went out of bounds or throw-ins. Maybe that's 2 minutes worth of added time or a minute worth of added time. Usually it's no more. I thought that was interesting during the World Cup this year is because they gotten very serious about head injuries. So anytime there's a collision and a head injury could be involved. Got a breakaway here. Nice touch. Feed it off, feed it off, feed it off. Come on. Pass the ball. But so there's like 6 and 7 minute injury time or stoppage time, and you don't see that a whole lot. Extra time, whatever you want to call it.
Our guys will be like, when is this game gonna be over with? It feels like it's taking forever.
I remember, like, 'cause I played keeper. I remember being in the goal thinking, is it over yet? It's got to be close. It's got to be close. Like this, I know.
We don't have a clock here at the school to kind of show you how much time. It'd be hard anyway, I'm sure.
Yeah. I know Coach Higgins and Coach Donald will set their watch,
Yeah.
And like I said, we're not sure how many.
So they have an idea.
I have an idea, yeah. Because there's only one guy who really knows how much time's left, and it's that guy. And he can let it go a little further in that extra time, that stoppage time, if there's substitutions or injuries in that time. So. Nice move there. Trying to get it to the middle of the box.
Corner kick.
Yep. No, it went outside, I think.
Did it?
Yep, so be a throw in.
Boys will be after this game. I see them both Satsuma and Alma Bryant, their respective ends, getting warmed up, getting ready to go. We won't be back till any action until February the 16th. We might go ahead. The baseball team, our varsity baseball team, is hosting the Bay Bear tournament. So there's a possibility we might go ahead and air them games here at Bryant High School. Bryant will be playing UMS to start off the season. I think we have Davidson and St. Michael's.
Something like that. We looked at it earlier. Yeah, we're hosting, 3 other teams, 3 other teams coming in to play over 3 days. So 6 baseball games in 3 days. We'll have shrimp dinners in the concession stand, burgers, hot dogs, corn dogs, I think, nachos, fries, Cokes. You can pre-order. I actually shared a link on our Twitter. You can pre-order your shrimp po' boy. So if you're coming to the game and you want to get a shrimp po' boy, you can go ahead and order it and set a pickup time, and it'll be ready for you when that time hits. And I think it comes with fries and a drink. So
yeah, it's a pretty good deal too.
Yeah. It's a little fundraiser to help us get the year going and make a little extra cash to start the season and some good food.
Right. It's going to be a big tournament. It's going to be
baseball.
fun. Our field traditionally is soaked. We've had some rain, but we got some big infill tarp last year, so we've been trying to use it to keep things relatively dry, as we can with the weather we have around this area. in South Mobile County. So,
One of us needs to win the lottery. We can just have a turf field over there.
right. I will say this. So I say we're going to take the equipment down, and that will be the next possible broadcast. I think the Hurricanes soccer team is back in action, or their next home action will be February the 14th.
Yes, they play here next Tuesday.
Valentine's.
Actually, I think they play the end of the week at home as well, but we won't. I mean, we'll be both.
Yeah. Then I think they play the
Baseball
17th,
busy.
so
Yeah.
we'll be knee deep in that. So.
And that's what gets tough. Softball's probably a little easier for us to broadcast because it's right there. Oh, what a shot from distance. I think that's our second goal tonight. Nice.
Kelly Morgan.
Yeah.
Number 6 there for Hurricanes.
4-1 Hurricanes.
Coach Ward gave me a look over here. Like, all right,
change the score. Change it.
Yeah, soccer's up and down. You get, like I said, I wouldn't. They wouldn't have put me in the ball game, even when I was in high school. I've been a goalie, not because I could play goalie, but just because
couldn't run.
I couldn't go up and down on the field like that.
I wanted to play in the field so bad. I didn't. I mean, I liked it, and I wasn't terrible. I guess. Helped us win some games, but I would have loved to run around. Get bored back there. Yeah, get a chance to score a goal. Get a chance to move and.
Well, that's what everybody wants to do. They want to score.
Yeah. So talk about Nate playing soccer. 3- 4-year-old soccer is kick the ball, run till you get it, and try to put it in the goal. And he scored a bunch of goals. Like he scored like 5 goals one game. But we're working towards the end of the season, trying to teach them the game, teach them how to pass to their teammates. And he's getting mad at me. And he looks at me and goes, "I don't want to pass. I just want to score goals." And I couldn't be mad. Like that's
right.
You're right. You're absolutely, buddy. We're going to put you up top and let you be a forward, and you just score goals. Because if you don't want to pass, and that's what we want. We want to all score goals. So he just said it just as plain too. Just I want to score goals. All right.
Right. That's everybody's dream. Yeah, soccer for our cameraman a little bit different than baseball and our stationary camera. And basketball, you're right there on top of the action. They're pretty good ways away from the action here. So if they lose the ball, like they got to try to look up and find it and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're doing good. We really appreciate James and Thomas and our other workers here at the iNetwork. We'll try to get some. I know Julie came.
Took some pictures this past weekend.
Pictures over the weekend, so that was good to have.
Got some pictures out, yeah.
Use those for some promo stuff, and like I said, we had the girls and the boys. Some of the boys come in and take some promo pictures with the iNetwork.
No way. I didn't think she was off there. I could be wrong, but it looked like there was a defender she was pretty close to even with. Game should be getting close to full time here.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, we've been
6:46.
An hour and 20 minutes. We've been online.
So boys play at 7. It's not like football or basketball even where the clock stops a whole lot at the end. So it should be getting close here. And looks like the Canes are going to pull a good opening regular season win. They have the tournament. I guess those do count as wins. Andy with the breakaway. She's going to try to run away here. She's kind of getting hung up. Really didn't have nowhere to go here. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick for the Hurricanes. Yep. Sending it out to the corner. So it's a big win. And I think, the area is a lot smaller this year. So they have
Right, we lost Theodore.
Yeah, lost Theodore, who so now it's just them, MGM, Davidson, and Baker. For the boys, that was good because Theodore's soccer team's gotten better here
Yeah,
lately.
they have.
Um, I'm not sure they're on the schedule at all, right?
I don't remember seeing them.
Yeah.
I know we'll be playing them here, baseball wise for alumni night. I believe that is
March 11th,
March 10th.
10th, 10th. Yeah, doubleheader, JV varsity doubleheader. We'll have both teams come out. Um, that'll be a good one. I think Coach Martin talked about doing maybe shrimp dinners again that night. Not sure where he said if he said on that or not, but that'll be a fun one. They're not in our region anymore, not in the area. They dropped down to 6A, so but it's still a big rivalry, and our kids want to play that game, and a lot of alumni want to come out and see us play that game, so that'll be fun.
I tell you what, they went out of a very tough area into another tough area.
Yeah, baseball wise.
Baseball wise, yeah.
Yeah. Faith and Spanish Fort.
Yeah.
Or Faith, Faith and Saraland.
Saraland and Spanish Fort.
Yeah. Is Spanish Fort in it?
Yeah,
or
they're
they
in
cross?
that side.
Ooh.
I do believe. I'm not sure. I had to look at it.
No, actually, I think it's LaFleur or Blunt.
I'd have to look at it.
I think it's Blunt that is in that side. Yeah.
Moody's working over the
Yeah.
official there, man.
I hope he knows he's got to he's got to coach another game, and this guy's going to be in the center for that game.
So does Moody coach both boys?
I believe so. I think he runs the entire program.
I thought that one might squirt.
Yeah. Maybe when we get this new jumbotron, we'll be able to put a timer up there.
Some kind of timer.
Something. Help me out.
Yeah, it's showing an hour 23 minutes we've been broadcasting. I think as soon as we turn on the broadcast, it was maybe a minute later
She might get. Oh. Kind of got all leg there. No call. Keepers get a benefit of the doubt.
she's still down.
Yep. Ashley and Coach Moody coming out. Gonna be a corner kick for the Satsuma Gators.
And they're already down a few players like I was talking about earlier
Yeah.
in the contest. I know Coach Moody's daughter plays
She
for
does.
the Gators.
Yeah.
I think number 23 told me. I coached Coach Moody when back in the day there at the middle school, and he was at the middle school. Of course, I was here coaching. And
He's my middle school football coach.
honestly, we when Katrina came through, it ruined Grand Bay Middle School. They couldn't go back into school, so they went to Burns. Causey.
Half days.
With Causey half day. So in the morning time, they would come here
Practice.
and practice. And Coach Collier, who was at Theodore, who's now going to be on the staff at the University of South Alabama, would have us go out and work with the middle school teams. And
Yeah.
Coach Moody was there, and he had a couple other guys helping him out, but so we got to work with him a little bit. So I remember his daughter when she was born. Goodness,
Yeah.
she's about to graduate.
I would have been in 7th grade that year, and then he was my 8th grade football coach as well.
That year was something else. Or actually, I was the head freshman coach here that year. We were smoking people.
That'd been Jesse's freshman year.
That was Jesse Goodwin and
Yeah.
all that bunch.
Aaron Odom.
Dat Payne.
Yeah. Y'all were
Tyler
pretty.
Minority.
Brent.
Larry Lumpkin.
Brent. No, Brent would have been.
Brent was
sophomore.
Jared Nelson.
Yeah. That'd been your quarterback probably, huh?
It was. Taiwan Powell.
Yeah, y'all were pretty good.
Oh man, we could D'Angelo Rogers.
Yeah, Lolo could fly.
Mike Steiner. I mean, we had some guys who would lay the wood to you. Tremaine Martin. That's bringing back some. That's some. Woo. Them
It's
guys
crazy.
get
You
at
talk
you. Look,
about some of those names, but and I played with those guys when they were seniors, and I was
Right.
a sophomore, and a bunch of those guys didn't finish out.
you're right.
You know,
Eddie
obviously,
Jones was another one.
Eddie played, but like Jared Nelson didn't finish.
No.
There's quite a few of those names that I don't know just because they didn't finish playing. I played with Larry though, and Larry absolutely about broke my back first week of fall camp.
I saw him.
I told Larry that during the Hall of Fame
Did
day.
you?
I was like, dude, I thought about quitting that day. He's like, oh, I'll try to take it easy on y'all.
Before.
Whatever, man.
He,
Jesse too. I'll never forget. And Jesse and I are friends still. It's late in the year, and we're practicing on this field over here behind the away side. And I'm playing a little more and starting to kind of get into the defensive lineup. I ended up starting the last couple games my sophomore year, but he broke away, come around the edge, and I got real low and flipped him, cut him and flipped him. And I thought he was going to kill me. I probably weighed 130 pounds. And Bird, Deshaun Woods, was like, "Don't you tell him you're sorry. Don't get your butt over here. Don't you tell him you're sorry." I was like, "Ugh."
Yeah, Deshaun was in that bunch too. Deshaun played a little bit of quarterback
Back.
for me too.
He's a
Him
good
and,
athlete. He played corner and safety when we were
we were good. We lost first game of that season against McGill in double overtime here. And I'll go ahead and tell you now, the guy did not score. I don't care what anyone says. We scored. And they didn't call it a score on us. But we had just come off, you know, our whole campus was nothing but military, Coast Guard, and the reserves. I mean, they were all here, and we were a site where people would come to get food and water and supplies. So our kids didn't get to come down here and practice a lot during that time. You know, not like a McGill-Tulane would.
Yeah, especially your freshman team. You know.
Right. You know, because we didn't have any school. So we come straight off of 4 weeks of not hardly doing anything. And McGill and I already played a game, and we did. We ended up losing in double overtime. Again, I seriously thought we scored, and Jesse crossed the plane and then fumbled and then jumped on it in the end zone, and they called it a no score. And
what?
yeah, and then the kids, it was, I was upset. And then that was the only game we lost.
Dang.
After that, we poured it on everyone, and the kids just bought in. We had 78 kids that played for us that year. I think we finished with and me and my wife joke all the time. Actually, she said something just the other night about it. We had 78 kids that started on freshmen playing. I think we ended up with 72. We only lost 6 kids along the way.
Yeah. So, and we talked about this before. My freshman year, you were the freshman coach too, and we were pretty decent. I think we won. We lost two.
Yep.
Three
we lost 2 games.
But we had a
which is a one here we should have won on the double pass.
On the double pass.
I'm old.
I definitely remember that one. But no track. That's the thing. That's the funny thing I think about my freshman year is last year no track. So when I think about it, there's no track. It's just a football field, all the way to the bleachers. But yeah, I definitely.
We had a lot of kids.
A lot of kids. I mean, because I remember you had us in the field house, and you're like, we're not playing both ways. You're picking a position, and you're like, you pick receiver, you can play defensive back. I think you can play both of those. I ended up playing corner, but yeah, just because we had so many kids. I mean, you don't get that. I haven't coached varsity football in the past 8 years where I had enough to that many kids.
Right.
You definitely didn't have to have kids play both ways.
We did. We had a lot of kids, and you're right. And there were some that would play both ways that are, some that we definitely for instance, that year of Hurricane Katrina, Larry Lunkman played Mike linebacker, and Jesse played fullback. However, Jesse would go over there and play linebacker some for me, because Jesse was good enough, and Larry actually would come play a little bit of fullback.
I was late.
Yeah, it was.
Whew.
Larry would come play a little bit of fullback for me as well. Deshaun was my backup quarterback. Jerry was my starter. Deshaun would come in and play some quarterback. And Jared, didn't. Um, I think he got injured there for a little bit in one game, so
Yeah.
Bird come in and play. Bird was my guy. He I always tell him he's the only guy I've ever had throw a pass to himself and score. Was at Baker, and it hit his hands and went up in the air, and he pulled it down and decided to run it in. And was able to get in. I was like, that's considered a pass, Bird.
Yeah, do a touchdown to yourself.
Andy wants to score so bad.
So bad.
It is killing her right now. She's had a couple of chances. She had a shot earlier in the game, and she kind of keeps her.
It kind of goes that way sometimes. You see that on the professional level, guys are just pushing and pushing and pushing. They're so close, and it just doesn't happen for them.
Still 4-1 ball game right now. Hurricanes are on top. Should be getting real close to the end here. So is it 75 minutes for
Gotta be something.
we
like
didn't. I didn't look it up. We were talking about it earlier.
I'm gonna walk down there as soon as this is over and find out, ask some questions.
Satsuma is in 3A, 4A.
4.
4A.
Yeah.
They might do pretty well against in their region.
Yeah.
I can't think who might be in their region 4A, but it can't be.
Yeah, I tell you, it's kind of all jumbled because of competitive balance and stuff. People moving up and down.
Yeah.
I know, like St. Paul's is 7A in girls soccer.
Right. And so back in the day, you could say, okay, we're in region play for baseball, and you go, okay, everybody's in 6A, and this is who you're playing. Now you can't necessarily do that with competitive balance. I mean,
so talk about St. Paul's going, and their program is very good going up to 7A in soccer because they've won some state championships and they're a private school. It was proposed and passed that we go back to regions for spring sports, soccer and baseball. And the soccer coaches in the South apparently were not happy. Rightfully so. I mean, it was going to put, and then I think somebody told me, I mean, it was going to put Daphne, St. Paul's, Fairhope, and another pretty big powerhouse girls team all in the same region. And it was going to push some others to the bottom when they were going to stay in the bottom. So
that is ball game.
That's ball game. Hurricanes win 4-1.
Good job there by the Hurricanes. Coach Donald, Coach Huddleston, Kenley Morgan, Johnston. I'm trying to think who all had some shots there.
Samaya had a couple saves, only gave up one goal.
Gave up one goal, which was a tough goal. She come out. But good job there by the Hurricanes picking up the win. That'll put their record at 4-1 on the year so far. So very, very proud of them. Very proud of the girls. Again, they'll be playing at home next on the 14th, and we will not be broadcasting that one. I want to make sure I'm at home with my wife for that day. So we're going to go ahead and let it go for a little break here as both the boys, Satsuma and Bryant teams get ready on the field, and then we'll bring that game back to you as soon as it gets started. And we're about to get started here and play today. Our guys kind of went down, so I'm gonna go work the camera until they get back. They took a little break, so we'll let you go ahead and watch the action. We'll get back to commentating soon. All right, we're going to get back to a little bit of commentating here. A lot of action going on early. Well, James. Let's see what we got here. Shot. I know earlier I was watching our goalies kind of coming out a little bit. And I'm getting very involved in some of the action out front of the goal. So I thought the Hurricanes might be able to take advantage of that early on. Excuse me. All right, so the girls won 4-1 in the contest earlier on. The boys here now facing Satsuma. Boys had to replace a lot of talent off last year's team. Lost a lot of people. Satsuma went to clear. I know Satsuma Hurricanes will throw it in. And our goalie here was able to make a couple saves earlier. Nothing too much pressure there on the Hurricanes. Defensively, clear it. Out on the Hurricanes. Throw in, quick throw in. It's going to be a corner kick. I think that's the first one of the night. It's going to be there for Satsuma. Have opportunity for the corner kick. So Coach Ward went down to talk to our girls coaches, Coach Hudd, Coach Donald, after the girls game, get some info from them. And the goal is good there for Satsuma. Ball kind of got free, shot on goal. There's a lot of people standing around, was able to get it in. Hurricanes are without probably one of their more veteran players, Tristan Bryant. He is actually on our boys basketball team. They're playing at Baker tonight. That game probably is underway now in the area tournament for basketball. Our girls will be traveling tomorrow to Davidson to face MGM. The girls was able to get a 3 seed in the tournament. They'll be playing the 2 seed Vikings. So excited to see girls win and they'll advance and move on out of the area tournament to further go into the playoffs. So lost twice this year to MGM in very, very close games in both of them. So I expect an exciting game tomorrow for our girls. Tennis is against Fairhope, I believe, today at Cottage Hill Park. And then we had wrestling in their season last weekend, the tournament in Gulf Shores. Cullen and Parker Christie placed 1 and 3rd respectively. So a lot going on at Bryant High School. Got the ACT coming up on March 14th. 24th is the girls' is the cheer tryouts. Kicking cane tryouts will be on April the 10th, I believe, is when it starts. You can see Miss Parent if you're interested in that, or go to Alma Bryant's website. Look under academies, go to fine arts, and you go to dance. You get some information there. Robotics competing They're going to be going to Dallas, I believe it is. Um, shot on goal. Let's see. Scholars Bowl be competing this Friday. High Q team has already started as well. They squashed uh, Theodore and McGill Tulin um, last week in High Q. So a lot of cool things going on at Bryant High School. A lot of we talk about prom coming up and how to get tickets. So we have a new coffee shop that that is going to be here at Bryant High School as well. So that's a coffee shop going on. Esports is selling Krispy Kreme donut coupons. Also, another shot. I'm not sure what he was watching. Was able to make the save there. Jacobs was. And the ball will be out on the Hurricanes. Hurricanes moving the ball, trying to be aggressive, trying to get it past midfield, and they do. Again, Tristan's not here, and that's usually. I don't think I see Tristan. Kind of looks like him midfield. A free kick here by Satsuma. Wish I'd have got a time on this game when it started. It wasn't long after the girls' game. Coach Hud's making his way up here, looks like. I don't know if he's going to come help me a little bit. It'll be out on the Hurricanes, throwing the ball in over there. It'll be Satsuma. So far, 1-0. Satsuma's up right now. Oh, we got Coach Hud here. You want to get on Coach Hud?
Yes, sir.
Come on. Coach Huddleston's our JV head coach and helps out with our varsity as well. Is highly involved with him too. You know, we talked about his daughter. She plays there for the Lady Hurricanes, and so I appreciate Coach Hud coming up.
Appreciate you having me. This is nice up here. Good setup.
We'll let Coach Ward come up here too. Y'all know way more about soccer than Coach Miller does. That's for sure. I know Andy looked like Andy was pressing a little bit tonight in the girls' game. She wanted to score something awful. Had the shot early on. Kind of kicked it right at the old goal. I know she'd like to have that one back.
That's when she'll play it just to the hair. Oh, Opportunity missed goal kick. Yeah, that's it. She attacked straight at the keeper. She's supposed to play it to the left or the right, and she couldn't get a break tonight. So finally, second half, she turns and plays the ball across the 6 to Catalina, our other striker, and it was a quick one-touch pass, one-touch shot.
Yes.
Beautiful setup.
Yeah, we talked about that too. Her on the assist, and then I thought down here on goal one time. I think she was a little bit upset too. I think she kind of got knocked around.
Yeah, she wanted the call really bad, so she could have got a chance at the PK. But referees in soccer are just like referees always. They have their own opinion.
Trust me, if anyone ever listens to the I Network, I do not cut them any slack. That is for sure.
They don't need any slack.
Oh, nice move there.
Hurricanes trying to get it cleared. It's faster. The girls games always seem to be just a little bit more technical. It depends on the team, but the guys games, the speed and the pace, it gets ramped up real quick.
Hey, I wish we had another mic. I'll give it to y'all for a little bit. Like I said, because y'all know more about it than I do.
Through ball. Hurricanes Preston looking at the top of the 18.
Not sure who that is.
Me neither. Out of bounds. Goal kick. Both Hurricane teams had great showings during the Cane Classic. The girls ended up making it to the championship game against Fairhope, got beat.
Played pretty good in the first half, though, huh? I mean,
yes.
Like 0-0 going into the half. And
0-0 going into the half. And, guys, I mean, you can see them improving daily from such a young team, still missing a few key players.
I talked to Coach Higgins earlier and joked with him a little bit about how they were going to be. And he's like, really – it looks bad right now, but we're missing some guys. Tristan Bryant.
That's a huge one.
Which
I mean,
is
that's
a captain. That's a captain. And so he's still playing basketball. He'll be done hopefully not done tomorrow, but they have Baker, so that'll be a tough game.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, but yeah, so that's going to be a big key, getting some of those guys back, and had got a keeper maybe at wrestling. A couple other guys still out that aren't back yet, but.
And that's JV. The boys had a really good showing last night. Went 3-3 with Satsuma. That's struggled for a while, JV, but able to put together 3 amazing goals last night. So hopefully they can keep building and keep this program on the up and up.
Yeah. No, absolutely. We talked about that. Talked about the development at JV earlier, and talking about y'all's game and how you and I have been competitive with the coaching the JV girls.
Oh, heck yes. Heck yes.
And y'all are seeing that over the past 2 to 3 years now, what developing them at young ages and really working your JV program, and it not just be for a hangout.
It's paid off huge dividends for us. And that's one thing. Used to, we were always good, but now it's getting to the point where we're on the lip of the cup, and it's really starting to get to the next level as far as speed, as far as the finding the field, the view of the field, what they're supposed to do, when they're supposed to do it, and it's allowing them to play the game faster, and faster's always better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I talked about that with, like Coach Miller and I talked about. I did play a little bit of soccer, so I watched the game, so I have an idea of, and then talking with you. Kind of the differences in the two teams is Satsuma tried to counter and kind of threw ball deep and a long ball and tried to attack that way. And y'all look for passes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, try to pass, get the ball to the wing, put together 2 or 3 passes. Let's work to the box and then put a shot in.
That's right. Well, the difference, different strokes, I guess, whatever types of people want to do. But that's for us. Especially once we get into playing Baker, playing St. Paul's, those teams from across the bay, they're going to control the ball. They're going to be calculated in what they're trying to do. And, yes, a long ball can get you a quick goal, but what happens after that? That's why we've really started working ours to control the ball, control the field, use all the space that's available. Ooh, shot on goal by the Hurricanes.
We're kind of controlling the possession of the game right now.
Very much.
And y'all definitely control the possession of the game this night against Satsuma.
That's one thing that still scares me is trying to incorporate our keeper more into everything that we do, and that's one thing that discuss and play with our head girls coach, Coach Donald, and our team is that if we're gonna take our program from good to great, we can't just use 10 field players. It has to be 10 field players plus our keeper involved. Because you play against those great teams, they're going to use everybody on the field. You can't use 7 or 8 and expect to compete with and or beat them. You have to go 11 on 11. Use everybody's feet.
I saw Shemaya do that quite a few times, using her feet.
Oh, it makes me nervous.
Yeah, I played keeper, and Coach Higgins would have shot me if I tried to do anything but punt with my foot.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, and there's a couple times where I made a play at the edge of the box or something and kicked one out of bounds or something. But she did. It almost hurt her one time. She sent a free kick or a goal kick right into the middle of the field, and it come back right at her. But I thought she played well. Coach Miller was asking, the goal she gave up, she kind of wasn't sure should she have come out any further, and he was asking me what would have been the better strategy there.
If it's a true break, if they are behind our defenders and they're attacking the goal with the ball, then the goalie wants to put pressure on the attackee immediately. The closer you get, that's right.
Harder to shoot.
The closer you get, the smaller the goal gets on either side of them. If you stay back, they have the 8x24 look. It's big and open and beautiful. But if you attack them, then everything shrinks on both sides and above them.
Yeah, and that's what I saw from Shemaya. I thought she probably should have come on and made a play on the ball.
That's a thing.
And she does it later. She does. Yep. She comes out and decides, hey, I'm going to get this one, and makes a save and does a great job. But I think she kind of just threw her hands up and was really unsure about it. But this is the first game she's played full.
Yes, whatever. I think so. I think we've tried to sub.
60 minutes?
Yes, we tried to sub some, especially in the tournament, trying to keep people fresh, but also giving those girls who come to practice every day and working hard. Opportunity by Bryant, deflected. Is it going to be a corner? Corner.
Wow.
Scoring opportunity. Here we go. But, yeah, especially in – a couple of weeks ago, the temperatures outside were great, but tonight it's warming up. There's a little breeze, but still, you're sweating, you're working. If you have those subs on the bench, a few minutes here and there, just a spot sub, give people a break. It makes the game so much easier for them.
Yeah, I agree. It's nice to be able to get some girls in, too. And get
scoring opportunity. Ball's up. And, kick back outside. Come on. Rattling around 18. And Satsuma with a touch out of bounds.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. Definitely Bryant ball. And then, we talked about this as far as transitioning to other soccer topics. The set pieces y'all scored from the night.
Yes, sir.
Before we walked up here, you talked about that's new, something new for y'all. Y'all haven't been able. Y'all don't have anybody who can do that. And y'all scored from goals probably 23 and 24 yards out.
Right. So new to this year is just and having a soccer period at school to where they can work instead of having to wait on the after-school deal. It's really helped. But being able to move the ball, those are the perimeter shots they took on free kicks are actually perimeter shots they work every day, whether it's a scrimmage and or possession type drill. That's right. That's that same look.
From deep, and I'm like, dang, that's kind of deep. That's a far shot. I don't know. Maybe she just thought she had an open look. But seeing y'all hit the set pieces, I mean, y'all definitely have some girls who can hit the ball from deep.
It's been nice. The changes, I guess, the same thing we talk about the JV, and that's right. They're growing up, and it's been great having some of those girls since they were 7th, 8th, 9th, now 10th graders, some 11th graders. They've climbed with our program from not making the playoffs to making the playoffs to being area champions, and they've really put their bodies on the line. Ooh, chance from deep and just missed for the Hurricanes. But it's been cool to see them grow up together playing this game.
Yeah. And we talked about, we expect y'all expect to continue to compete for the area title, and the ultimate goal is to get past the first round.
Yes.
Obviously, Coach Miller and I were talking. Daphne, Fairhope, St. Paul's in 7A now.
Foley,
all very good girls soccer teams.
That's and that's
as well.
We talk with our girls down here in our area, just in our area. It's us, Davidson, MGM, St. Paul's, and Baker. I mean, and all those teams show up every time They have a plan. It's going to be a game. But then you go across the bay to those that you're going to have to cross
St.
up
Paul's
with.
is in y'all's area?
Yes, St. Paul's is in our area now.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. It is intense. It's great rivalries. And that's, again, talking about the JV side. We've been playing St. Paul's in JV since I got here 8 years ago, at least twice a year. Yeah. So it's one of those things where they've grown up playing against each other. They're heated, intense games. It's a heck of a game to be a spectator at, but even more so just to get to watch on the side from a coaching standpoint.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, across the bay, those teams, Foley, Fairhope, Daphne, even some of the smaller schools in that area, all play a great brand of soccer. They're all going to kind of be similar to us. They're going to try and build possession, work from the back.
It's always seemed like the Eastern Shore teams and schools, they grew up. A lot more kids grew up playing soccer, playing club ball than what we have here. And that – we've talked about JV and building a program, and that kind of the community as a whole is getting better at building a soccer program.
That's right.
Middle school, Alma has a soccer program for their middle schoolers where boys and girls can play. They play together.
They have separate teams. Boys play, girls play, and then we can't forget about the stuff at Friendship Baptist and at the Bayou.
Coach Miller and I talked earlier about the program. I know Friendships had a program for a while. It seems like they're improving it, and it's getting a lot more focused, soccer focused. I remember several years ago, my brother-in-law played out there, and it seemed like there wasn't a whole lot of coaching. Now it seems like they've got real referees, and it seems like it's a legit league.
Oh, very much so.
Same thing with the Bayou, who they had 225 kids signed up to play for the spring.
And they have some of our girls going out there to ref games, to be around the little kids. That's right, just to show up. And that's really, that's one thing that makes the soccer community special, not just in Alabama, not just in the United States, but anywhere you go in the world, it's a common language. If you put the ball on the ground, somebody will go out there to play soccer with you, whereas football, maybe baseball, basketball, but soccer – it's something that's going to be known around the world. Yeah. That's right. That's what makes it cool.
The league at the Bayou was great. My son played, and I talked about this earlier, my son Nate played soccer for the first time out there and had a blast.
That's one of those things that
he loved it. And we're going to play again next. We're not playing right now. We're playing T-ball. But because I told my wife, I was like, he mentioned that he wanted to play soccer again. And told her, I said, let's do a couple things. Let's play a couple things right now, and then we'll decide later if we're going to do something like that. But he had a blast, and Nate's my wife took him to the doctor earlier, check up, and he's in the 90th percentile in height, 95th in weight or something, or height, one of the vice versa.
That means he's perfect to play goalie. Yeah, he's just huge. Like his dad.
He outran everybody in the league that he played in, and he's a big, thick kid. So he just bodied people up, and he scored 5 or 6 goals a game.
Hey, that's what makes it fun. Scoring opportunity for the Hurricanes. Tavy Tepanoran shot deflected.
Shot on goal, though.
Corner.
That's probably our first shot on goal, right?
I think that is. That's on target. That was on the money. Keeper made a save, put it over the top, and we've got a corner opportunity for the Hurricanes. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Sean coming in to take the corner. Shot by Tavy. I like it. Let's see what we got here. Everybody's marking up inside the 18.
A couple more guys in the box. Y'all didn't seem like y'all really forced a lot of girls into the box for corner kicks. I guess y'all got up too, so that was probably
that's one of those things we don't do. The way I grew up playing. It's not necessarily a scoring opportunity. Yes, if you get a piece of it, but all in all, we want the rebound shot from distance, just outside the 18. You saw those players. You have the center mid set up top of the 8, defensive mids about 5 or 6 yards outside the 18. Those are the shots that we really want. So if we can take the corner and just put it on the ground for them, that's where we want to make money.
Talking about the youth kids and Nate, I was telling Coach Miller, 3 and 4-year-old soccer is just put the ball in the field and kick it.
Run. Beehive soccer.
Then try to kick it.
Run.
And he was good at that because he's pretty fast for a 3 or 4-year-old, and he's obviously bigger than most kids. Towards the end of the year, though, me and the guy that's coaching was like, let's try to teach him to pass the ball. And Nate's so mad. He's yelling at me. I'm like, dude, you got to be able to pass to your teammates. You got to pass the ball. And he looked at me and said, I just want to score goals.
No, I feel his pain.
All right, man, that's fine. You got it. How can I argue with that?
Well, all right. So my daughter, Andy, is a sophomore now. And I can remember being at her Park League games, and everybody had to take their turn in the goal. So in the field, running,
See,
playing, chasing the ball, boy, put a jersey on her and put gloves on her and put her in the goal. She paid attention to everything but the game. We saw butterflies. We saw turtles in the pond beside the field. She got scored on, and that's it. That was enough in the goal. Time to come out, do your other job.
No, I like that.
Ooh, big break up the sideline. Ooh, hard tackle from behind.
Hang it up there.
Call.
Going to give it to him, looks like.
Yep, we got the call. We got the foul, direct kick just inside the line.
I thought Andy played great tonight. Obviously, he plays physical like she always does, and that's kind of her style. That's the style you and her style preach. You're going to play fast. You're going to play physical.
That's
for 60 minutes. I was explaining to Coach Donald, Coach.
Almost long cross from
Miller
outside.
That, she's a forward. She's a center forward there. She's not necessarily always a striker though. Her job is to body up, to be able to handle the ball in the box and distribute like you talked about earlier.
Right.
And I think she did a really good job of that tonight. I think she
if
had
we
great runs
and if we get stuck, that's another one of those things that a lot of people, her teaching her and trying, and everybody out there, but especially her, she has wheels and can run, so we use that to our advantage. If we're stuck on the defensive half of the field, on our half of the field, we want to get it flipped over. Just try and get it to her feet, let her turn her run, just chip it, and it's not necessarily a shot situation. Just take the space that's available quickly, and everybody else move with you. Then you can stop, turn back, and we can go back to possession, but just trying to get some pressure off our defense and away from our keeper to open the field back up in front of them.
Yeah, I thought she played well tonight, and I thought a lot of your girls played well, obviously.
And that's so Shemaya, our goalkeeper, senior, she actually this weekend – putting some stuff on Twitter and talking about some performances from the girls. The head coach at Meridian Community College hit back at her and asked, what grade is she in? I said, she's a senior. She said, Coach Hud, can she play at our level? I said, she could probably play above your level. You'd be lucky to get her. And he said, okay, what game can I come watch? So hopefully we have – I know we'll have one coach.
She's a great kid. She's in my class, in my sports marketing class.
So hopefully we got some scouts coming in. Katie Lyles, head women's coach at Mississippi University for Women, is supposed to be coming out. Mike Smith, Meridian Community College. Coach Kim Harrell, the head women's coach at Belhaven, is going to come down to our area. She already has a commit from Gulf Shores High School. Their center mid. Coach Kincaid's daughter, Jensen, she's going to be playing for the Blazers next year also.
Awesome. Coach, that's great. I mean, that's obviously what it's about is getting these kids an opportunity,
100%. And how much
to make them go to the next level. It's our job to get them an opportunity, and that's awesome that some of these girls are going to get some looks, especially great kids like Shemaya, who are
very much so. And just how much the notoriety in the game has grown in Mobile County just since I've been here in the last 8 years. How much leaps and bounds with people playing.
The county built fields.
That's right.
Built fields. It's growing. The middle schools all over the county have soccer programs now. More and more leagues are starting up. There's more travel. There's more club leagues, club teams available to kids. I know that those things were out there, but I don't know where a youth soccer league was when I was a kid. I couldn't tell you.
That's even when I got here. I couldn't have told you where a youth soccer league was.
I knew Friendship did it, but that was obviously after I was in high school. Even when I was in high school, I didn't know where they played. Some church leagues, maybe that was it. Like there's nobody does that, and I wouldn't have been able to tell you how you get a kid into soccer, 8 years ago.
It's so much more now. I mean, you have the club teams, you have the rec leagues, you have indoor soccer, you have outdoor soccer. If a kid wants an opportunity to play, that's one thing that is amazing in Mobile is that there's single training. If you want to get with somebody, there's small-sided training for half teams to go work with a trainer. There's indoor guys that are going to work with you in there, and that doesn't sound like a terrible gig at all. Getting to coach soccer and be in the air conditioning or heater, that's not a terrible life either, because in about a month and a half, these gnats are going to be so bad here that they'll tote the Pretz box off.
You're telling me. Yesterday, standing out there. So,
they'll be on the attack shortly.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is. It's growing and it's fun, and watch the World Cup in December, and I'm a big international soccer guy.
Who's your favorite team? What team?
I like watching the U.S.
Of course you do.
As far as and I like watching the Premier League a little bit, Tottenham, and I'll tell you who I've been following is Wrexham with Ryan Reynolds and
oh yes sir,
the TV show, which is awesome. They actually got beat today by Southampton in the FA Cup after they forced it to a replay. They had to play them twice. So that's a pretty cool story. They're going to probably get out of that bottom tier, get back into the one of the legit tiers of the English Premier League. But that so I have been following it a lot more over the past year, I guess. But you know, the World Cup's coming to the United States in 4 years.
Hopefully everything works out right, and I can get tickets because there is no way.
That's a bucket list kind of thing, you know. And I'm not a giant soccer guy, but I played and I enjoy watching the game. Definitely the World Cup on the international levels, a blast to watch. But that would be awesome to go to be able to watch the U.S. play or anybody.
The environment, the atmosphere. Could you imagine being in a sold-out stadium of Argentina versus the Netherlands or the United States versus Germany? Just freaking packed out crowd screaming and chanting. That's one thing that is really cool about soccer is the fan base that exists.
And it's everywhere. It's not like obviously international soccer is country versus country, and that's such a cool environment. And there's nothing else like that. The Olympics aren't like that.
No.
Baseball tries to do the World Baseball Classic, which is actually coming up in the next month or so. Doesn't compare to what the World Cup is
at all.
On that level of the excitement. But yeah, just fans in general, they get crazy.
They get insane. That's one when the World Cup was being played this year. Me and my wife were in Colorado on vacation, and just to be able to sit in restaurants and establishments and have people from all over the world in there, and you're all sitting there watching, waiting on the score. One hits the back of the net, the whole place erupts. It was really cool to be a part and see it.
This is back when I was in college, so this would have been 2014 World Cup in Brazil. The U.S. had a pretty good showing, got out of the group of death that year. Clint Dempsey scored immediately against Ghana or whatever.
It's one of the best to come through the United States.
So I was in an establishment downtown, and I'm in college, obviously, and the environment in this place, like I've never done. I watch Alabama games. I've been to Alabama games. I'm in a type of restaurant or so or whatever downtown, but I mean, it is insane. The people crammed into this place. It's standing room only. Drinks are being shaked on you when the U.S. scored. They're passing out blue drinks when the U.S. scored. It was this incredible and fun environment to be a part of. And that was 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago. So
that's right.
It's definitely – obviously the U.S. missed the World Cup in 2018, but they did a great job this year. They got out of the group stage, and hopefully they can – when it comes home, they can show even better and keep growing the sport, because that's what's going to help.
That's right.
It's going to grow the sport.
And that's talking about it with our girls here at Bryant.
Do your girls watch soccer?
Oh yeah.
That's always Coach Miller and I always talk about that. Our baseball guys and football guys, they don't watch a whole lot of baseball.
We make them watch it, whether film in our class, but over weekends you'll say, hey, when you come back, I need you to tell me about a game that you watched. Then they come back and we'll sit down and talk. Hey coach, I watched the U.S. women versus whoever. All right, what did they do? Well, they looked like they started off their attacks outside. Yeah. They were building from the back, trying to attack outside like we do. I said, well, what changed? I said the defenders adjusted and opened the middle for them, so their outside attack was off and inside attack was on. I said, well, that's great that you're seeing that, because that's the same kind of mentality that we want to have.
Yeah.
Where they'll come back like, coach, they passed the ball 18 times once and never got it to a midfielder or a forward. They just played with it with the defenders and the keeper. Being able to ask them why they do that, to calm everybody down so they can gain control. The midfielders are moving in front of them. They're setting up the attack, but just for them to gain that knowledge, because a lot of kids that grow up here
just kick the ball around.
That's it.
Yeah.
Kick the ball ahead, and their mamas and dads scream and clap. Good job. And
run. Yeah. No. So absolutely, and that's an interesting thing to talk about, because our guys, I couldn't tell you. I don't know if I can name 5 of our guys that watch a whole lot of baseball on TV, sit down and watch a game, and
no, they don't watch
You're right. And the same thing with guys we coach in football. You and I get up Saturday morning. We're gonna turn it on college game day.
I'm gonna watch game day. I'm gonna watch the games now.
And
you play me in Madden, coach. No, I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Or they watch. Check out this TikTok of this guy getting hit. Like what? and so that's the truth. It's definitely kids are different. They're different.
What are we at halftime? Is Satsuma up on us
1-0? Yeah, I think they scored early before actually I sat down. I think they scored. So I missed that goal, but I thought we've controlled the ball pretty decent.
We've lived on their end. We just haven't been able to get anything poked in the net. Hopefully, Higgins is down there talking to him now. That's Coach Higgins, longtime coach at Alma.
Yeah. I mean, I played for Coach Higgins. Coach Higgins has been the head coach since 2001 or 2. He might have been an assistant with Coach Houston for 1 year, but took it over pretty much immediately when he got into coaching.
He's done a good job with their boys.
And I'm sure
get them lined up and straight.
He'll be doing it for a long time too. He definitely has a passion for soccer here, and has been successful at times, and very successful at times. Made the playoffs a few times, won some tournaments, had some good players come through here. Some kids signed to play at Mobile and Spring Hill. So
that's one thing that hopefully, and we talk about getting to play soccer at the next level, but even as far as high school goes, talking about a team, a public high school like Fairhope getting to play for a state championship, and that's what I'm trying to explain to our girls, that's not out of the realm of possibility for y'all. You get out of the first round, survive and advance round 2, and then make your push, and being able to be a part of that back home in Mississippi, that's one of the coolest high school soccer atmospheres ever. Because here, yes, we do have fans at games. Yes, it can get loud, but bringing your team into a stadium that doesn't have an empty seat in the
Oh yeah, and that's any sport, absolutely. I mean, we that was like that for us when we played at Fairhope in the first round of the baseball playoffs last year, and then going to Auburn and the same thing, playing in the second round last year.
I would really like to know, like in those situations when y'all went up to Auburn and played, I know there was a big crowd on hand there, but just how many people like myself were back here and had it live stream on their TV and watching and keeping up with it. I would like to know the numbers of what that actually looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I know they obviously it was in on NFHS Watch or whatever. They streamed it. And Auburn does a very good job. I mean, they have radio. It's an impressive place. I don't know if you've been to their school. Top notch. They got a couple gyms. Couple of gyms. Practice fields. Baseball field's immaculate.
Mr. Sprinkle's going to get us another gym. Just putting that out there for everybody on the Coach Ward's talking about
2 gyms. You're getting turf soccer fields, so you'll coach on some turf next year at least. I'll be over there. I'll be over there in the swamp with my extra toughs on, coaching third base next year, and you're over here, nice dry turf.
I wonder if the turf will chase away the gnats. That's kind of one of my hopes. Because if it gets them hot, they won't like it.
No, they're just gonna be mad and angry, and they're gonna just come back. They're like took all their grass away. But that'll be pretty cool. I mean, that's a game changer for our campus as a whole, not just y'all.
Hands down,
but
all the way around.
Football gets to use it, practice on it. Y'all get to practice on it, and no getting rained out. As long as it ain't lightning, you can play.
And that's what makes it. Even the setup. I mean, you take away not having to cut grass, not having to paint, not having to just put
time.
Up some flags, set the goals on. The same thing in football. You don't have to spend 2 days getting the field ready. You walk out there, put your stuff out, and it's time to play.
Yeah. I mean, you can, you want to practice on 100 yards football field. You get out here, you set the ball up, let's go. You want to, put your guys on 2 different sidelines and work, change of possessions. You can do that because you don't have to have a 60-yard field and a 50-yard field. Now you have the opportunity to work those types of things. And the same thing goes for us in softball. Y'all aren't using it. We can get over here and throw. Take ground balls. Right. Get out of the mud. Take ground balls and do some things on the field that we would have been stuck sitting and hitting in the cages for 4 hours if it rained.
And it really is. It's a difference.
And it's gonna. Kids are gonna want to come to school here to be on it. We're gonna have our pretty flags on the field all year long. Y'all are gonna kick off from the flags. It's gonna say Hurricanes in the end zone all year long. I think that's gonna be a big deal.
It is a big deal. Just like Satsuma, they're a beautiful stadium. Being over there last night, but it's just different, and that's our girls trying to explain it to especially young JV girls.
Yeah, and I heard some of them talking about it as I was walking down earlier. Yeah.
Here, the ball hits, it slows down.
It's gonna skip.
It almost skips and speeds up when it touches the ground. It's a completely different game.
No, absolutely, I agree, and it's gonna be great. I was telling, as far as the weather, y'all season ends as the rainy comes in.
Yes.
Football season starts as it rains again. So those are two sports that y'all need it. Y'all need turf, and we're the same way across the parking lot over there. We won't be getting that anytime soon, but Saraland's turf baseball field is incredible.
I've seen that.
That's awesome. That's awesome to have. There's no rainouts. You don't have to worry about playing in mud or slipping and falling. It's a pretty cool deal.
I agree, and that's a big shout out to Mobile County for making that happen.
Yeah.
It takes a lot, shot on goal opportunity, miss wide, but it's really cool of them to take that initiative and go ahead and take care of those things.
Yes.
The new football stadiums that they've done, working on this one and a few others, getting turf put in. That's a huge bright spot in not just the Mobile County, but the athletic world.
Yeah.
Those people that
Investing in our
that's
kids.
right.
Investing in our kids. You know.
Very much so.
High school kids deserve as many equal chances as we can give them. Now, obviously, as coaches, we're going to work to give our kids the best. But if the system can give all kids an equal chance, then that's awesome. I absolutely agree.
Yep, just got the update from Baker Hornets and Alma Bryant Hurricanes. Baker's up 39-27, 9:39 left in the third period.
MGM? It's got to be MGM, right?
No, that's us. That's our boys playing tonight.
Boys are playing tomorrow night. No, they playing tonight? Oh, okay.
They're on tonight.
Dang, it's a close game. In the third?
Yeah. Nip and tuck. That's
Wow.
not bad.
Some reason I was thinking girls. They play tomorrow night against Davidson, or against MGM at Davidson.
MGM
Should be a very good game if people can get out there to watch. The area tournament now, because it has gone down to just 4 teams, it's one win and you're into the regionals.
That's right. What's cool about the game tomorrow night with the girls is, yes, our
They've
girls
only lost
have-
by 2 points and 1 point to MGM twice.
That's right.
So it's not like they're going into this game without a chance to win. They got a big chance to
They've
win.
got a chance to win.
and go to
then you
regionals.
have the head coach on the other side.
It's Matt
an
Bosarge,
Alma Bryant
which is
graduate.
which is is it Amber's cousin? Amber related?
Yes.
Related to Matt?
Very much related to Matt. So I do want the Hurricanes to win,
But
still
I like
want
Matt. I went to
be
school with Matt. I went to school with Matt twice. I went to school with him here, and then we went to Spring Hill together as well. Matt's a good guy.
He's a great dude. Great dude.
Maybe he'll come join back the family one day.
Hey,
Help us out
I'll
down.
offer out there
Teach
to
some
do
English.
work.
Yeah, teach some English.
Oh, yeah, he coaches and teaches.
Yeah.
English. That's terrible.
I know.
Oh, shot on goal. Goal,
Satsuma,
Satsuma.
2-0.
Quick shot. It almost looked like it hit under the crossbar and sent it right down on the backside of the line. I didn't
Coach
know
Higgins
there
looks
was a
very
chance-
unhappy down there.
A
Chance
chance
to
to make
sa-
a save on
just
that
kinda-
ball. That was a great shot, but just a bad angle to be able to make a play on it.
What do you think of these jerseys? You like these Hurricane checker jerseys? Not really your style.
Big checker flag kind of guy.
I like the long sleeve though. I like that they have the option to be long sleeve. That's pretty
I do
cool.
like the long sleeves, but I'm more of a plain. I'm not even.
Why are we wearing blue? And why did y'all wear blue?
All right, so used to all home games
We're white.
in soccer, you were white on white, white tops, white bottoms, socks, whatever. And well, now they've gone to more of the traditional rule with football that home's going to be the dark colors and the away will be the light colors.
Interesting. So I don't know if that's an official rule for baseball. If there's an official colored rule. I think traditionally you wear white at home.
That's my big game tradition in soccer. Has been my whole life until here, and more recently was all white. That was my favorite home look.
Yeah, I'll wear all white.
On white.
So you don't have to wear all white anymore. You can wear. I guess they're wearing black pants,
Yeah,
black shorts.
You can mix it in now.
That's pretty
Everything's
cool.
a little different.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I know soccer was like basketball and baseball. You wore white at home. Football was the only oddball that wore a dark color at home. So
Correct.
interesting. And why are we carrying this penny onto the field?
All right, so that's one of those things, and we did that in Mississippi before I got here. That it didn't really come about until a few years ago, really being enforced in Alabama. but having pennies for guys on the sidelines so that you can tell your bench personnel away from somebody else. If there's somebody wandering around behind it and they don't have a penny on, then it's just somebody and they need to go. If it's a bench player for you, they have their penny is either in their hand or on their body, and they're sitting down. That way, you know right now that's a part of Bryant's team, or looking over there with the neon green, that's a part of Satsuma's team. That way, you are identified. You can see the subs better standing at midfield with the bright color on.
Yeah.
It helps them out a lot, being able to see.
So kind of like the pros do it.
Yes, very much.
Did not know that. That's another interesting thing I learned tonight because I didn't know y'all did that.
Learning as we go. Well, Coach Ward, I'm fixing to turn it over to you. I have to go back and work a little bit. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, this was fun. This was a good time. Absolutely. Appreciate it, Coach.
Go Canes.
You said it down. What's happening, Thomas?
We're moving it on the inside, so it's not correct.
That was Coach Hud with us. I thought that was an awesome conversation. You know, filling us in on some soccer rules and kind of how the game works, technically, and rule wise, and you know, just being able to chat about our programs and about the sport, which is really awesome. But we're back in action here. Hurricanes are playing in the second half. They're down 2-0 to Satsuma. I thought the Hurricanes have played pretty well. That's going to be a foul. Got a little chippy there. With a shove, number 7. It looks like he's going to talk to him. He's not going to give him a card, but he did talk to him and tell him, hey, that needs to calm down. No cards in the first game, and we haven't seen really. It's been clean for the most part.
I don't know if I can match Aaron Hood's.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Here, listen, yeah, I'm glad that they had the opportunity, to get Coach Hood in here. We was able, the basketball season was able to get
Coach Martin, Coach Plays, Coach Peacock.
Come in.
Could never get Coach Griffin on, could we?
No, we couldn't.
It was before it was all we were always before his games, and never felt like really bothering him. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah.
Kind of focused on the deal. Just like we'll never get Coach Higgins probably because it's tough to kind of talk. Satsuma's going to hold the ball a little bit, try to slow things down. They're up pretty decent on the Hurricanes, 2-0. Hurricanes still working here, still moving the ball around, trying to find somebody that's open on the wing, going to cross it into the box. Nobody there, though. That was a good look, though. That's what you want. You want the ball into the box and cross right at the 6-yard line. You just need somebody in there to put a foot on it.
Yeah, I thought the Hurricanes have been pressing the ball well.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it was 1-0 most of that first half. I missed the score early. So when they scored again, I didn't realize it was already 1-0. Because it looked like we had a lot of possession and a lot of chances to put a ball on goal and just couldn't finish it. So talking with Coach Hud, they got a tough area.
Yeah, they do.
They actually have St. Paul's in their area. I wasn't aware of that. As well as MGM, Davidson, and Baker. So it's going to be pretty tough. They're going to be definitely a fight for those 2 spots to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right, and so it's going to be a tough one this year.
And I think
anyone in that area.
We've made the playoffs 3 straight years and won the area last year. Is that correct?
I think so.
So that's pretty good. We'd like to continue that and obviously make the playoffs the ultimate goal. But
I think we had like 3 girls off last year's team signed.
Yeah, and Coach Hud talked about that. Some people coming down, some coaches, college coaches coming down to scout. Yeah. It's going to be short of the 18-yard box, so no PK. So it's going to be a direct kick, free kick from just outside the 18.
How close can we line up for the ball?
10 10 yards, 10 yards. I think that's right. He'll mark it off and tell them. Sometimes they have their little spray paint can and they'll spray it, and set the wall up. The keeper will set the wall up, but you try to get a little closer, I guess, at times. Like you try to cheat and make I remember Coach Higgins saying, make him move you back to 10 yards. If he wants to let you stay at 5, you stay at 5.
I saw that with the girls earlier.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah, take what they'll give you.
Yeah, exactly. If he's going to let you have, 4 yards and you take your 4, if you're going to get it at 8, then the closer you get to the ball, it's going to be harder for them to get the ball over the wall.
Score here quick, which I remember last year just seeing some goals back to back.
Yeah.
Real quick. So.
Yeah, it definitely can change pretty quick.
And like football, you have a certain set of plays you got to run and you can score something or to score.
Somebody slip and fall, you get an open shot. Yeah. Satsuma's a good team. They're playing well and taking advantage of the opportunities they've gotten. That's it. Give it to him. Give it to him.
Be out. Hurricane's going to be throwing it in. We had to move the camera inside. We got a little bit of...
Oh, great job. Come on. Come on. Yeah. PK?
How is it not?
Yeah. Yeah. He's pointing to the line, right? It's going to be a PK for the Hurricanes. Got an opportunity to score here.
I believe that is that's Lumpkin, I believe, right?
Is it? I'm not sure. Number 5?
I could be wrong, but I believe it.
Come on. Come on.
We'll see here.
Put it through, kid. So the arc is the same distance from the outside lines. Does that make sense? Goal Canes! There we go. Nice job. That way to finish on the PK. He picked up the foul. He drew the foul, and then he obviously finishes it and puts it through.
That's awesome.
On the PK.
Good job.
Great job by the Hurricanes. And that's kind of what can happen when you attack, right? We talked about that.
Right.
So, yeah, Coach, the half circle, at the top of it is the same distance from this corner down here.
Okay.
So that's why it's there. It's the same distance from the goal or whatever. I don't know. But it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so a soccer field is wider than...
A little bit wider, and it's a minimum of 100 yards, but we're wider, I think. Obviously, we're a little bit longer because you see
it's got to be
120 yards. Yeah.
So it's bigger all the way around.
Yeah. And it extends, I guess, what do you say? That's probably 5 more yards on each side. But yeah, it can be longer though. Like it can be wider too. But I think these are the minimums.
Gotcha. I know Coach Hud come in this morning and was saying he was coming out here to cut it and roll it. And
yeah.
It was wet on this side here, right about midfield.
It looks like it.
Yeah. He said he thinks
there's a leak.
A leak up underneath there with our sprinkler system. Not nothing too bad where it's a huge puddle, but
it looks more green right here too.
Yeah.
So, which is always a good indication of a leak. But like we talked about, this could be hopefully is the last season on grass here. Like Coach Hud said, we'll believe it when we see it.
Right.
We don't know when it's going to happen. We've been told it is going to happen.
And I think that that's kind of been my whole thing when they were talking about
And we know it's
very, very
gonna
exciting
happen.
for
We don't know when,
Right.
like, because it's official. It's out there. It's been approved, but
they can't go back on it now.
no.
Nice move there by Satsuma.
Yeah, that's a great job. Go get the ball, Trey. Whew. Pass it wide. Go wide. Go wide. Go wide. You got him wide. Oh, he's gonna switch the field. Nice switch. And we couldn't control it.
No, but I'm super excited for Mobile County to do it because I heard you and Coach Hudd talking about, it's going to be better for our athletes.
Yeah.
It's going to help showcase our kids a lot better. It's going to be good all the way around for Mobile County and for our student athletes. I think we switched batteries.
Yeah, and just like I talked about it, we're gonna have the flags in the middle of the field, the BHS flags in the middle of the field all year long. It's gonna say Hurricanes in the end zone all year long.
But I'll see it. I have to see it to believe it.
Yeah, I know.
My whole thing with that is I know we're building some stadiums, or I know the school system is building some.
He can
stadiums.
run. Dang.
Well, it's kind of.
Oh, come on. There we go. Ah, dang it. Yeah,
So we got some schools in the system that don't have their own fields.
yeah.
And I think that's kind of how and I'm not sure, of course, I'm not sitting in their offices, but I'm pretty sure that's how it come about. Some of our fields finally getting turfed. Hey, we're building these big stadiums for these other schools. We need to make sure we're taking care of
Everybody.
Everybody. So my question is are they going to wait until every stadium is completely built,
I don't know.
finished to get to all of our other stadiums that they're going to be putting in the turf? So no one's come out and said that, but
We don't have a start date either, so that's kind of one of those things. And I tell you, for me, we've always, and that's just kind of our community and our school. We've always had to, I don't want to say work for, but we've always done things ourselves.
right.
Whether it's putting in bleacher seats, or
field house.
building field house, or putting up new fence or new whatever.
Getting parking lots paved.
It's kind of always been, or getting our cages covered. Nobody's really ever just handed us a bunch of extra money to do things. So, and obviously there's more money in schools right now with the help of different grants and stuff. So that obviously helps. And
I think that goes with a lot of stuff that we do down here. You'll find that our administration and our teachers and even our students here, we.
It's kind of a community attitude.
Right.
We're not going to be handed anything. Go get it.
We'll throw that network in there. When Mr. Sprinkle come in and said, "Hey, we're going to give you this room," and
yeah,
we're going to let you make it into a studio. No one came in and said, "Okay, here's all the equipment," and here's all
and
the
same
sets,
thing
and
goes
you
for
can go with it.
our new portables, locker rooms for soccer programs. Yeah, there was some help getting the portables out here, but they're doing a lot of the work. I mean,
Right.
Coach Donald and Coach Hudd and Coach Higgins they're doing the work. They're getting it ready.
No, it was more of a thing. Hey, you know what? Let's see what you're going to do, and then we might help you out a little.
Yeah,
bit.
exactly. And it's not, whether it's renovating locker rooms or tearing out locker rooms, which we've done all over campus. Football coaches did all that.
Well,
The football coaches renovating the indoor facility is that's probably one of the most amazing things. Is they went and got the chairs, they built the platforms, they carpeted it, they painted, they did the drywall. And then sometimes you got to go, hey, I can't do this, pay somebody to come do it, but it's all in-house. It's all fundraised and done in-house.
Well, but I think that's what also makes us hold a little more value,
Absolutely.
or a little more pride in it.
Yeah.
Because I'll talk up our kids and our iNetwork in the studio, and someone should say, "Well, look at this," and it still don't. And again, I've seen some great things from other schools and colleges. I'm like, it still don't match up to us, just because we have put a lot of time into it. And it's a pride thing. You know what? We built them sets, during the summer, and had locals donate some of the supplies and things like that. So it's pretty cool.
It's got to be getting close here for the Hurricanes. Game started at about 7. We're looking at about.
What'd they say? 75 minutes?
60. It's 2 30-minute halves and a 10-minute. So it's getting close.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
Good save.
Our keeper came out and got tripped up and fell down, and one of our players, they had a shot on goal, and one of our players actually made a save for us.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I thought their keeper coming out a lot early.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not bad. You never want to tie, but I think a tie would be great for these boys right now.
Right.
You know, they can find another goal here late and tie the game up, and because they've worked hard and.
I thought they played hard tonight.
They had a tough showing this weekend and against some good competition.
Yeah.
So, and like we and Coach Higgins talked about and talked with HUD, is they were missing a lot of players still.
Yeah. Tristan Bryant, which is one of their captains.
Yeah.
He plays on our basketball
Couple
team.
wrestlers that'll help a lot apparently.
Yeah, that I think hadn't been able to come practice.
Whoa! What is the?
Did you just?
Did he give a penalty for that? It's like a clean tackle.
And not to say one player is going to make.
No, but it helps for sure.
A huge difference.
Tristan, like you said, Tristan's your captain. I mean, that's gonna just energy on the field's gonna be different.
Right, and he's not only a captain, but he's someone that coaches. Goes, hey, this guy's pretty good. And, so he's just isn't like a spot player. He's a guy that's gonna go out there and make a. He's gonna go
put a shot in. Just put a shot. Take a shot. Yeah, definitely. Like you said, he's gonna control the game and coaches on the field. He's been a captain since he was a sophomore, which is wild.
They call him the Bryant Ball.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Kind of bodied him up there. We're gonna push up here, try to get some guys in the box, get some guys moving towards goal. A little too far.
I love the all lime green. You ain't gonna miss that keeper.
Nope.
He got a football letter or
number on. Yeah.
He might play football. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, I would hope so. He's a big kid. Play for Coach Jordan.
Yeah, I forgot that he was over there now. Had a lot of movement in football. Going to have a lot more. We had Blunt.
Yeah. Theodore obviously is going to be coach.
McGill Toolin.
Coach Faulkner. Bayside still hiring. And I heard some names that I'll tell you off the air. You'll be happy about.
Well, said, let's see, tomorrow girls are traveling, like you was talking about earlier, to Davidson to face against MGM in the area tournament. Hopefully they'll come away with a win there. Tennis was today, so that's going to be pretty cool too.
Yeah, tennis. Everything's kind of getting spring sports kicking off around here.
Yeah. Spring sports is like you said, fixing to be full gear. And we got soccer, you have tennis, you have golf.
Another one.
Baseball, softball. Geez, man, we got all kind of.
Getting busy. Track will be getting going.
Track, that's right. I forgot about track.
Here.
Fishing.
That's another thing we're really pushing. We got some good track coaches. Coach Good, Coach Carter, they do a great. Coach Carter, they all do a great job on track, and they're really trying to build that track program.
Well, Coach Good did the indoor track. I think it's the first time.
First time we've ever had it. Yeah, had a couple.
Yeah.
Had a couple. I don't know what was that.
I don't know what they're hollering about.
I don't know either. Had a couple indoor track meets. Couple kids playing indoor track, which is great. Running indoor track. Coach Good he coached Division I track.
Did he?
A couple guys go to the Olympics. Yeah, so I mean he's got some deep history there.
Coach Goose they played at University of Alabama.
Football.
Yeah.
It come out.
And he coaches here. The whole Good family.
Yeah, they all are athletes.
Great athletes.
All played at Alabama.
Yeah. So lucky to have Coach Good here. He's a character, man. And let me tell you something also. If there's a sporting event here at Bryant High School,
might be here actually.
9 times out of 10.
Saw his car.
Yeah.
He lives right up the road, so he's always here watching. He does. He's a big supporter. Supports all the kids. Kids love him in class.
He's usually.
Oh
man. That'd have been the chance there to tie it up because we're late in this game right now. And we've been recording right at 3 hours.
Yeah. Roughly, game started at 8 o'clock, so, a couple minutes maybe. Oh, they almost messed up there.
Yeah, Brian's trying to hurry up and get it in so we can. Try to make something happen. We need to pressure it. They need to push it upfield. A lot of bodies over there.
Be a throw for the Hurricanes. Coach Higgins is going to send everybody up. It looks like we still got 3 back for the most part.
Yeah, I'd crowd the box for sure. We got a substitution.
I asked Coach Hood about the penny thing. You seen them? The girls had yellow ones and the guys had red ones tonight, but I did not know that was a thing. They technically have to have the penny on the sideline if they're sitting on the bench.
See, what did they do? They had something. Maybe they had a little pushing going on, a little more.
Yeah, probably.
A little too aggressive there. They stopped things. We'll redo that. Yeah, I was wondering what that was. I thought maybe it was a towel. It was just a thing. Hey, I'm coming in.
Yes. They do it kind of at the pro level. They'll wear the penny on the bench, but.
Throw in there for Satsuma.
Harriet ain't too bad, is he?
No, he ain't. I was wondering who that was. That's looking at his body type. That's who I thought it was.
Distinct.
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. I did not know he played soccer.
Yeah, I think he's been playing all 3 years. This is his 3rd year. If I'm not mistaken, Harriet might have a parent from Haiti, maybe.
Okay.
So I think he has grown up playing soccer, actually.
Ooh.
We got a lot of opportunities here late. We're just not a little too late, I guess. Good job. Good challenge. Good win. Coming in kind of late there, behind.
Nice job there.
A little too hard on the through ball.
Yeah, I don't think we're long from this one being a ball game. Hurricanes wish they get something through here. tie it up. And I guess they go to PK kicks after that, or what do you call it? I guess ain't
this will
PK
finish in a tie.
because it's not an area game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's area play, they'll go to 2 5-minute halves. So 10 minutes of extra time, 10 minutes of overtime,
Okay.
and then after that, it'll go to PKs.
Gotcha.
Just couldn't bring it down there. Probably needed to try to bring it down and take a shot.
So as a player, do you know? Hey, I only got. Is Coach hollering over there? Hey, you got
a
couple minutes.
I'm sure Coach Higgins keeps it on his watch. I mean, he's a watch guy. He's always got
Right.
it. So I'm sure he's got it. I can't remember if that's things he yelled. I remember sitting in goal thinking, we won the Hurricane Cup, the Cane Cup Classic my senior year. We beat Gold Shores, who was very good, and I had a shutout that night. Well, it was like midnight, and fog had started rolling in, and they were just peppering shots in from about 18, and I think I played pretty well, made a couple saves, but I remember thinking, holy crap, like, is this game gonna ever end? Like, how much time could be left? Like, so, and I feel like a couple games were like that they were, is it gonna end? We won another tournament that year too, beat Daphne in PKs, and actually I blocked a few to help us win it, and I remember thinking, like, because they were good, and they were just, I think we lucked up and scored a goal. I gave up one goal. It was 1-1 when it went into overtime and to PKs, and I remember thinking at the end of that, like, please let this game end. Like, it can't be that much time left. I think, I know our bowl, if they don't pull a win off here or tie, that was a pretty dang good shot from deep. That
It's going to be off of one of their players.
We had a deflection. What is happening now? I don't know what the penalty. There was a penalty somewhere, I thought. Okay, maybe not. What's that?
There's a lot of.
Maybe we were arguing for a deflection. I don't know. They're going to trade out here and take up some time.
Yeah, he's looking at his watch. Little guy in the middle there. Two-1 ball game. Hurricanes are down.
And I was talking to Coach Hudd. He said that the referees down here don't like for the unofficial time to be on the scoreboard, which is what it always is. Like we talked about earlier, he has the official time on the field.
Right.
And it can't be transmitted from his watch. So, oh, come on. So, I don't know. So he was explaining in Mississippi, they run it until 2 minutes and they shut it off at 2 minutes and it's finished on the field. So, like, because it's the official time on the field, but I don't know. It'd be nice to have a time, something. Just give me an idea what's happening as a player for sure. Like playing a football game with no clock, that's rough.
Oh yeah.
I give them referees a hard time about, hey, I need to know the time.
Yeah, I remember I was helping out Grand Bay Middle School with football one year, and we went and played a team, and there was no goalpost.
Oh man!
And I told him, I said, well, I have a field goal kicker that can kick it 40 yards. I didn't. I just wanted to see what the
answer was.
The answer was going to be, and the guy was like, "What?" And I said, "I have a field goal kicker and kick it 40 yards." So like, we get into the 30, inside the 30, it's points. It's automatic. I said, "So what am I supposed to do?" That's part of our offense.
Oh, Coach Miller, got a chance. Oh! Maybe a couple more touches. He was getting pressure from behind, and then obviously had the keeper in front of him. We've had some opportunities.
Yeah, we have.
I think we've gotten better. Tonight.
No, but I gave him a little bit of grief there. for that game. I said, I got a couple of dads that get up there and hold their hands in the air and they'll link up so we can have it. And they didn't.
They didn't go for that.
They didn't go for that. I said, I didn't quite understand how we could be playing on the field in an official ball game.
Yeah, I agree.
With that is not equipped to play official ball game. Like that'd be like, I understand it's middle school ball, but that'd be like us showing up over there to Ladd Stadium to play Murphy, and there'd be no goalposts on the field. And they'd go, okay, you can't kick a field goal, you can't kick extra point. You gotta
or no fence around the baseball field. No.
Yeah. Just hit it on the ground as hard as you can, let it go, and just run the bases. Years ago at UMS there was
a tree.
There was multiple trees in the outfield.
See, I never seen that. So I have when people talk about it, I have a hard time imagining. I need to go look it up, I guess.
Yeah, there sure was. Very, very interesting. February 16th we'll be playing. Baseball team will be playing at home, so we're gonna try to broadcast that. We'll sit down as a staff and see what we got. I hadn't even really wrote the schedule up for this spring sports because we just had
tough.
So much going on with media guys and getting schedules.
Yeah, finish that today.
And just a little bit of it all really. But we'll get an official broadcasting schedule out pretty soon. Excuse me. Toss in, kick out.
Trying to see an update on the boys. They were playing well early.
Yeah, it sounds like they were playing real good. I'm not sure. Well, yeah, I am sure. I know Coach Huddleston's wife was there with the cheerleaders, so she was probably giving him an update on score. Late night for us here. We'll be headed home, coming right back tomorrow, getting ready for another great day of education at the absolute best high school
in Mobile County.
Where it's a great day to be a Hurricane.
Good Wednesday.
That's right, a little hump day here at Bryant High School. Like I said, got ACT coming up, and if you watch the morning news, you'll see Miss Barnes has been talking about some tips and stuff for the ACT. Ooh!
Did we get a big penalty? Yes. This might be the last play of the game. And a lot of times, so like if it does time gets to hit, they might let a play finish out or an attack finish. So we're gonna get a card here. Oh, we got a yellow and a send off. So you got to get sent off in high school with a yellow. He can come back on though.
There he goes. They need to do like hockey and make you be a man down.
So if you do get a red, though, you are.
You are a man down?
Yeah, you will play with a man down.
The whole game? The rest of the game?
The rest of the game.
Really?
So, like, if your keeper gets a red, then you got to sub one of your guys out to put another keeper in the game.
Huh. Okay, see? I learned something new. Couple things new. What?
He deflected. Corner. He's going to let it go right here. It's going to be the last play. He's looking at his watch. Everybody's checking their watches. I'm checking my watch. Get a corner kick to see if we can send this game into a tie. Oh! One more chance into the box. Put it in the box. Put it in the box. Oh!
Oh, my goodness. Kick it, Harry.
Jesus!
Oh, my goodness.
Golly.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Man.
Oh. That was so close, y'all. Like you said, ooh.
Oh, whoa,
Jesus.
whoa. Wow.
What a collision there, man.
And that little flagrant, it looked like, huh? I obviously didn't think so, and they were ready to get out of here, but that looked a little flagrant to me. Maybe that's not a thing, but it looked like he – and then he kind of pumped – his fist pumped in his face. Yeah, we're kind of
– the coach is going to point at our guys.
Well, kind of finished heated here at the eye. Pretty good game, though, for the most part. I mean, both teams played well. I thought the Hurricanes played really well in the second half, getting a goal back. They're going to get better, though.
Yeah, I think just kind of looking over and see what might be going on.
Yeah. Probably need to walk down.
Yeah, because I thought, I thought it was a hard hit, and then I thought someone kind of stood over him and pumped his hands a little bit. So, however, though, the Hurricanes end up losing 2-1 against Satsuma. Girls won 4-1 tonight. Great action here at the Eye. This is the first broadcast of the soccer season for us. I really appreciate Coach Ward coming up with us tonight and helping us commentate. I appreciate James and Thomas on our cameras. Coach Hutt also coming in and giving us a little bit of expertise in the area of soccer and rules, and just talking about how they set things up and why they're aggressive, why they're not aggressive. Things that you definitely couldn't get out of myself. So we appreciate our game day sponsors, CC's Inflatables, for bringing today's game to you here live at the Eye. And we will be back again on February the 16th as the Hurricanes baseball team will be hosting the Hank Aaron Classic here at Alma Bryant High School. So until then, we'll see you and take care.